At SRS, we still believe in the American dream. It starts with a roof over our heads and the belief in a happy and prosperous future. As a company, we honor our commitments to our customers, employees, and veterans. And by truly giving back to our communities and sharing our success, SRS delivers more than building products. SRS delivers the American dream. Visit us at srsdistribution.com.
You're listening to Penn State football on the Penn State Sports Network, presented by PepsiCo.
We're up at the Penn State bookstore this season and show your Penn State pride. Be part of the tradition that makes Beaver Stadium the best atmosphere in college football. Visit any location inside and surrounding Beaver Stadium on game days or visit psu.bncollege.com. The Penn State bookstore, the official bookstore of Penn State athletics.
Welcome back to the Penn State Bookstore Kickoff Show. Steve Jones, joined by head coach James Franklin. Penn State gets ready for UCLA. You have a veteran quarterback back there in Drew Aller. I know something like, it may seem like a little thing, but everything can be a big thing. Cadence. What kind of job has he done with cadence that helps your offense and can maybe put a defense off balance?
Isn't it amazing, though, how things change quickly? Like how it didn't seem long ago that we're talking about Drew as a rookie quarterback, and now he's a veteran quarterback. But I think he's doing a really good job with cadence, and that is not only impactful on game day in terms of keeping the defensive line and the defense kind of off balance, or being able to get an idea and anticipate what pressure is coming by getting them to show their colors. The other thing I would say is this week it's been really important too, going against our defense and to keep our defense honest in practice and prepare them for games as well. I think that's been a big part of what we're trying to do too. So he's done a really nice job with it. It's a big part of the quarterback position, and we use a ton of different cadences, and I think there's a lot of value in that, not only for Penn State, but also for Drew's development in the future.
Here it's the D squad, the developmental squad. What kind of job have they done giving your offense and defense looks?
Yeah, they've been great, and the thing that you to me it's great is when I'm addressing the team after practice and I'm talking about not only are they doing a great job, but hey Dion, you need to consider Xavier right now because he's doing such a good job on the D squad. We need to take a second look at him for varsity, for up on the varsity field and contributing in games. Harvey as a defensive end was doing that as well. There's a number of guys. Ivy is doing that as a receiver. So there's a bunch of guys. So I also want to show them that we watch everything. I watch all the tape, and so do the coaches, and being able to talk across the ball, our offensive coaches to tell the defensive coaches what a great job guys are doing, or vice versa. I think that's really important and extremely valuable, not only for their development, for their futures, but also for our team and getting them ready for what Saturdays are going to be like.
More with James Franklin in a moment on the Penn State Sports Network.
Dear team, thanks for showing up for me with the best face paint and taunting the other team in the kindest way. For standing on your seat when I need the support and screaming until your throat hurts because you know it makes a difference. For wearing my number. For being the best teammates a player could ask for. At Highmark, we're proud to be cheering alongside the best teammates. Fans like you. Because life. Highmark Blue Shield. Official partner of Penn State Athletics.
Gear up at the Penn State Bookstore this season and show your Penn State pride. Be part of the tradition that makes Beaver Stadium the best atmosphere in college football. Visit any location inside and surrounding Beaver Stadium on game days, or visit psu.bncollege.com and get ready for the most electrifying game of the season with the official Penn State whiteout gear. The Penn State Bookstore, the official bookstore of Penn State Athletics. Del Grosso Foods is a proud sponsor of Penn State football. Each home game week during the 2024 season, one fan will win a year's supply of Del Grosso pasta sauce, and one lucky grand prize winner will win 4 hospitality passes and pregame tailgate passes to the Penn State versus Maryland game on November 30th. To enter the Del Grosso Red Zone contest, just visit delgrossofoods.com/redzone.
At SRS, we still believe in the American dream. It starts with a roof over our heads and the belief in a happy and prosperous future. As a company, we honor our commitments to our customers, employees, and veterans. And by truly giving back to our communities and sharing our success, SRS delivers more than building products. SRS delivers the American dream. Visit us at srsdistribution.com.
Hey, Penn State fans, ready for a real game changer? Score big with PA Lottery Online. The thrill of winning is now at your fingertips with a first-time deposit match up to $1,000. For more information, visit PALottery.com or download the PA Lottery app. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Welcome back to the Penn State Bookstore Kickoff Show. Steve Jones, head coach James Franklin. You've always done a great job with development here, but to stay ahead of the curve, you've also gone into the transfer portal. A.J. Harris and Jalen Kimber both came in. You've now had a month of seeing them play in games and practice. What has been your thought on that?
Well, a couple things. We have not been a big transfer portal team, between 4 and 6 players a year. Haven't had a whole lot of guys leave, haven't gone out to bring a few guys in. And those two things usually go hand in hand, to be honest with you. But I think you got 2 guys that have come in here and obviously are playing well. But on top of that, 2 different guys. You look at Kimber. Kimber's played a ton of football. He's a veteran. He's an older guy. He played at Georgia. He played at Florida. And then you talk about AJ. AJ's a guy that transferred from the University of Georgia. Had essentially redshirted his freshman year. Was a highly recruited guy. So although you got transfers, you got 2 very different transfers. You got a guy coming in essentially as a redshirt freshman, and you got another guy as essentially a true senior. So I think they've been valuable. Their perspective has been valuable. Their talent, but also, specifically Kimber's veteran experience, I think has been important for that room and has raised the competition. Elliott Washington's playing really well. Cam Miller, Zion Tracy. I can go on and on. Terry's done a great job of developing depth in that room, and they've just added to the competition.
What kind of job has your defense done to this point against a running game?
Yeah, I just think we're getting better every single week. Tom and the staff is getting more comfortable of how we are going to be successful on defense this year. This Penn State defense is different than last year's defense. It's going to be different every single year. So I think they've gotten comfortable in how we need to operate as coaches. And then I think the players have just gaining confidence every single week. And there's some tweaks and adjustments to how we're playing defense this year compared to last year. And it starts with trying to make teams one-dimensional. So, whether it's Illinois or whether it's West Virginia, traditionally you're going to start with trying to stop the run, make people one-dimensional, unless they're already one-dimensional on their own through the pass game or whatever it may be. But it's typically going to start with the run game, then getting ahead of the sticks on first down, and earning the right to rush the passer on third down.
James, as always, thanks so much. Good luck today.
Thank you.
We'll have more in a moment on the Penn State Sports Network.
You've been in an accident and your car is disabled. A tow truck arrives and pressures you to sign forms that don't include rates. You call the police with the tower's info and find out this isn't the truck that was dispatched to you and ask the tower to back off. You share details of just what went down with your insurance company, and they say, good job. You just fended off a wreck chaser. It pays to know your tow.
From the tailgate at Beaver Stadium or your favorite spot on the couch, you can score big this football season when you draft the Propane Pros at AmeriGas, official propane partner of Penn State Athletics. Find a custom Penn State grill tank at one of our Cylinder Exchange locations and get a propane quote for your home or business at amerigas.com/go/local. AmeriGas Propane is proud to fuel Penn State athletics and all its student athletes.
Toft Trees Golf Resort is a full-service resort minutes from University Park. Toft Trees' luxurious hotel rooms and suites were designed for your comfort and convenience. After a great night's sleep, tee off at their PGA-rated golf course. From beginner to pro, the 18-hole course offers a fun, challenging round of golf on site. If you're hungry, the Field Burger and Tap, award-winning restaurant, offers a delicious farm-to-table dining experience. Toft Trees Golf Resort is also the perfect venue for weddings and events. Visit tofttrees.com for more information. Toft Trees Golf Resort in State College.
Del Grosso Foods is a proud sponsor of Penn State football. Each home game week during the 2024 season, one fan will win a year's supply of Del Grosso pasta sauce, and one lucky grand prize winner will win 4 hospitality passes and pregame tailgate passes to the Penn State versus Maryland game on November 30th. To enter the Del Grosso Red Zone contest, just visit delgrossofoods.com/redzone.
Touchdown, Penn State! This is the Penn State Football Kickoff Show, presented by Penn State Bookstore. Penn State Bookstore, the official bookstore of Penn State Athletics.
Are you gearing up for the game? Tailgate like a pro at Wise Markets with our low price program. You'll spend less on thousands of items throughout the store, all while earning Wise Rewards points on qualifying purchases every time you shop. Spending less on all those essentials means spending more time cheering on the game. Wise Markets. We are the official grocer of Penn State football.
There are 2 things that Pennsylvanians love. That's football, hike, and farming. New Holland is a proud partner of Penn State football. Founded in Lancaster County, New Holland has been creating the most innovative agriculture and construction equipment for more than 125 years.
At SRS, we still believe in the American dream. It starts with a roof over our heads and the belief in a happy and prosperous future. As a company, we honor our commitments to our customers, employees, and veterans. And by truly giving back to our communities and sharing our success, SRS delivers more than building products. SRS delivers the American dream. Visit us at srsdistribution.com.
Del Grosso Foods is a proud sponsor of Penn State football. Each home game week during the 2024 season, one fan will win a year's supply of Del Grosso pasta sauce, and one lucky grand prize winner will win 4 hospitality passes and pregame tailgate passes to the Penn State versus Maryland game on November 30th. To enter the Del Grosso Red Zone contest, just visit delgrossofoods.com/redzone.
Coming up, we'll break down today's game, check scores from across the country, and take you inside Penn State football. Get ready. We are live with Steve Jones and Jack Ham.
Beaver Stadium and a stripe out as Penn State gets ready for its first ever Big Ten game against UCLA. Steve Jones, Jack Ham, Brian Tripp, Roger Corey, Bob Taylor, and Ron Moeller at Beaver Stadium. And Jack, UCLA is here, and they brought their weather with them.
Exactly. This is the shortest weather forecast I've had all year. Mostly sunny. The high will be 69 degrees. Temperature right now is 61. The wind from the east-northeast at 6 miles an hour, and the humidity 66%. A perfect day for college football.
It finally stopped raining, Brian, but that doesn't mean that the field after last week's game didn't take a little bit of a beating.
No, this field definitely is chewed up down here from last week. As we said, it wasn't raining during the game last week, but the field was so wet. If you noticed, in the end zones where the players run out, the tunnels, there's almost no grass left. And even at each yard line and down the middle of the field, there is some grass missing out there. So the field's beat up. It's as nice as it could be down here on the field, but that's the one thing that I'll watch down here today.
Yeah, and remember, they're not going to be back in here for a month because they've got the road trip next week, a bye week, and then another road trip before they get back here on November 2nd. So Penn State and UCLA. Yes, it's a conference game. We'll come back with more in a moment on the Penn State Sports Network.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, to check that your seats aren't in the visitor section first, before buying tickets.
I'm so excited for this game. I can't believe you got us tickets.
Me too. Wait, are we on the wrong side?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
This is going to be a long game.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
As the cost of electricity continues to rise, people in Pennsylvania are looking for ways to save money at home, and they're finding it in an energy source that's affordable, plentiful, and environmentally friendly. It's propane. Propane can power everything from furnaces and water heaters to ovens and fireplaces, even clothes dryers. And propane fire pits and heaters make outdoor living in Pennsylvania just as comfortable as being inside. Get the facts at papropane.com. Brought to you by the Pennsylvania Propane Foundation and your local propane provider.
You've been in an accident and your car is disabled. A tow truck arrives and pressures you to sign forms that don't include rates. You call the police with the tower's info and find out this isn't the truck that was dispatched to you and ask the tower to back off. You share details of just what went down with your insurance company, and they say, good job. You just fended off a wreck chaser. It pays to know your tow.
There are two things that Pennsylvanians love. That's football, hike, and farming. New Holland is a proud partner of Penn State football. Founded in Lancaster County, New Holland has been creating the most innovative agriculture and construction equipment for more than 125 years.
You're listening to Penn State football on the Penn State Sports Network, presented by PepsiCo.
Bud Light, proud sponsor of Penn State Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy.
Thank you, Raj. All right, let's get to the starting lineups for today's game. Well, Ethan Garbers, it doesn't look like he'll be able to go. So Justin Martin gets the start at quarterback out of Inglewood. His career long in passing is 7 yards. All right, the bottom line is, as we pointed out earlier, Jack, the coaches for Penn State had to go back to high school tape to figure out what he does and what he doesn't do.
Yeah, when I talked to James Franklin about it, but going back to his high school tape, he said we really did not get any value out of that at all. So that's kind of sight unseen here from Martin coming in as a quarterback.
In fact, I was talking with Josh Lewin, their play-by-play guy, and Josh said, Steve, he had that one game where he threw 13 touchdown passes. He said, but like the team they played, right, So it's a venture into the unknown. Now, in the running back spot, Jalen Berger's a guy Penn State's seen before at Wisconsin, at Michigan State. But the primary guys have been T.J. Harden and Keegan Jones. They've struggled to run the ball, but, Jack, in the passing game, they're important.
Without a doubt, I think Harden, with 13 catches so far this season, is the guy they want to go to out of the backfield. They'll throw him screen passes as well. He'll run individual routes against linebackers or safeties, and he is a big-time receiver. He leads UCLA in receptions.
And there's another guy, Anthony Frias, the transfer out of Kansas State. They keep saying they want to play him more, but they haven't been playing him more. Let's see if today's the day. Rico Flores, the transfer from Notre Dame, leads his team in receptions. Quasi Gilmore had a breakout game against LSU. Michael Sturdivant and Logan Loya. Those are the primary wide receivers for this group.
Well, Sturdivant is a guy who can take the top off of defense. He's got top-end speed, Not sure how good a route runner he is at coming off the line of scrimmage, but Flores is the guy that Penn State secondary is going to have to take away.
Maliki Mataval will be at tight end. He actually is very productive, and Jack Peterson got into the act against Oregon last week, so they've been using the tight ends more.
Yeah, more tight ends and running backs in the passing game than wide receivers, so it's going to be a job for our linebackers and safeties to make the plays.
Up front, now this is what they've been starting, but they say that it's going to be moving parts today. So they've had Garrett DiGregorio at one tackle, Ruben Yaniji at the other, Spencer Holstitch at one guard, Nicky Prongas the other guard, and Josh Carlin is the center. Carlin's the leader of that group. He's been the most vocal about we have to do a better job, yet he might not start today.
Yeah, well, they've given up 9 sacks in the last 2 games. A lot of pressure on the quarterback, and that's how Garbers ends up getting banged up and maybe out of this football game. The offensive line has got to do a better job. Our front 4, our edge rushers on the outside, and our interior, especially a guy like Zane Durant inside on the center, could be a mismatch where Penn State defensively can take advantage.
Speaking of Zane Durant up front with Devon Thomas and the ends, Denai Dennis Sutton and Abdul Carter. Carter got all the stats last week, played a great game. But Denai Dennis Sutton's been doing his job in the other end.
Oh, no question about it. He's at 270 pounds. He does a lot of this with hustle as well, making plays. Each week now getting better and better, getting pressure on the quarterback. And in every play, he'll chase a lot of plays from behind. And in that zone blitz, we saw them practice a lot during the course of the week. He will drop off in coverage as well.
Tony Rojas, Kobe King, Dominic DeLuca returns to the lineup today. King put together an outstanding game last week, but Jack, he plays not just with his athletic ability, he plays with his brain.
Well, he's so confident player right now. You talk to him at the practice, he knows where everybody needs to be in the alignment on every defense. He calls out the changes as well.
Right.
He's getting the calls from Dan Connor from the sideline in his helmet, but for the most part, a lot of times, people lean on him in that defensive line to make sure they're in the right position.
A.J. Harris, Jalen Kimber, along with Cam Miller, Jalen Reed, and Zakee Wheatley. And by the way, there'll be a number change back there when you're watching the game, either watching at home and listening to us or here in the stands. Number 9 will be Elliott Washington. The reason for that, quite simple. There might be an opportunity where he and Khalil Dinkins are on the same special team together, so you can't have the same number. So Washington will go to 9. Devin Apue will be at one end. Salali Tupaki will be the other end with Jay Toya in the middle. Linebackers, Carson Schlesinger is the leading tackler on this team, Jack, to this point. He's already got 34.
Yeah, and if that's a guy you have to get a hat on. You may make sure he does not roam sideline to sideline making tackles against our running game. I think they're going to bring extra people down in the box, bring a safety down, overplay against the run. Do not let Penn State offensive line and running backs dictate this game.
Cade Medrano, along with Adeo, will be the other linebackers. In the secondary, they have some athletes here. Kalen Moore, Jalen Davis, the transfer out of Oregon, Roman Henderson, K.J. Wallace, the transfer out of Georgia Tech, and the guy that took back the interception, 96 yards for a touchdown last week in the Rose Bowl, Brian Addison, the transfer from Oregon.
Well, he's 6'5" and 298 pounds. He's got a lot of range as well. You know, Oregon was looking to blow out that game at the end of the first half, and he goes 98 yards for an interception return for a touchdown to put points on the board right before the end of the half.
Drew Aller at quarterback, 71%, 8 touchdowns and 1 interception with Nick Singleton and Katron Allen, the running backs. Jack, the running backs have meant so much, not just as runners, not just as blockers, and not just as receivers, but just faking to them opens up the offense.
Oh, especially with Nick Singleton. Anytime, and he is a marked man for a defense every time he's on the field. So when you fake to him a number of times against a zone read and pull the ball back out like Aller did last week, he was wide open there and got good yardage down to the safety who had to make a tackle on him. That happens time and time again. You get a lot of hats going towards Singleton.
Harrison Wallace, Liam Clifford, Julian Fleming, Amari Evans will be the 4 primary receivers today. By the way, as the game goes, there'll be one other number change to note. That is Tyler Johnson, who had been wearing number 8, will now wear 11. Same story. He could be on a special team with Dakari Nelson, and because of that, they wanted to make sure they had different numbers. Meanwhile, Tyler Warren, Khalil Dickens, and Luke Reynolds will be the tight ends. And up front, and what a job they have done to this point. Drew Shelton, Anthony Donko, Vega Ioane, Sal Wormley, and Nick Dawkins. Jack, we talk about the physicality of the defensive front. The offensive line has been physical.
Oh, it's been physical with the offensive line. Nick Dawkins, I think, is a guy who's really set the tone, being the center out there, making all the calls. And they're being physical up front, and they look around and watch those two running backs finish off running plays with physical runs going forward, second effort. That makes that offensive line want to block even that much more.
Well, I asked Nick the other day if anybody ever pushed him toward playing basketball because his father, the late Daryl Dawkins, Chocolate Thunder with the Philadelphia 76ers, did anybody push you toward playing basketball? He says, no. He says, it actually ended up being a great choice to go to football. He says, because that was something my dad couldn't sit there and pick apart.
And I could see, I met his dad. I could see him doing exactly that with his son.
Right. What about this? What about that? Now it's like, oh, Nick does a good game. You play well. All right. So, yeah, he couldn't do that along the way. It's interesting because I saw Josh Lewin earlier, and Josh, of course, did a lot of work for, not just UCLA, but at one point the Chargers and a lot of BTN stuff. There was a game here at the Jordan Center where, because of a prior commitment, he was late getting to and was like busting his backside to get here. So I had to fill in for him. Well, just about ready for tip-off, he comes running in. I see him run in, so I run out because I have to go upstairs to do radio. Kind of slapped hands and kept going. It's the last time we saw each other. He says, we have a more chance to talk here than the last time we saw each other. I said, yeah. Well, this will be an interesting one. This is, for the first time for Penn State, an introduction to what the new Big Ten is with the 18 schools. And next week they go on the road for the next part of the introduction as well. Captains are coming out as we get ready for this one here. And Dick Dawkins, by the way, is one of the captains today for Penn State, along with Bo Prabula, Dominic DeLuca, and the football team is making its way out into the tunnel now and getting ready for this one. Led by head coach James Franklin. He has Abdul Carter, Akeem Beeman, Devon Thomas, and Keziah Izzard with him. That's a pretty good group to be accompanied by. And he looks at his team. Fireworks fly, and the Nittany Lions onto the field on this Saturday afternoon at Beaver Stadium. We will come back with the opening kickoff in a moment on the Penn State Sports Network.
There are two things that Pennsylvanians love. That's football, hike, and farming. New Holland is a proud partner of Penn State football. Founded in Lancaster County, New Holland has been creating the most innovative agriculture and construction equipment for more than 125 years.
You've been in an accident and your car is disabled. A tow truck arrives and pressures you to sign forms that don't include rates. You call the police with the tower's info and find out this isn't the truck that was dispatched to you and ask the tower to back off. You share details of just what went down with your insurance company, and they say, good job. You just fended off a wreck chaser. It pays to know your tow.
Toft Trees Golf Resort is a full-service resort minutes from University Park. Toft Trees' luxurious hotel rooms and suites were designed for your comfort and convenience. After a great night's sleep, tee off at their PGA-rated golf course. From beginner to pro, the 18-hole course offers a fun, challenging round of golf on site. If you're hungry, the Field Burger and Tap, award-winning restaurant, offers a delicious farm-to-table dining experience. Toft Trees Golf Resort is also the perfect venue for weddings and events. Visit ToftTrees.com for more information. Toft Trees Golf Resort in State College.
Is your basement or crawl space getting damp or even water in there? Is there a musty smell or even cracks in your foundation? If so, call the experts at Liberty Basement Systems, 570-998-4540. They will come to your home, give you a free inspection and free estimate from their certified inspectors. Their crew will come and fix the problem right away so that you will have the peace of mind that your home is done right. Don't hesitate. Call the experts at Liberty Basement Systems, 570-998-4540, the official basement waterproofing sponsor of Penn State Athletics.
Today's MI Windows and Doors kickoff kit is for Diamonds Kennedy from Bellefonte. As part of MI Windows and Doors partnership, the MI Charitable Foundation will donate $100 to 4 Diamonds for every point the Lions score today. We are Penn State for the kids. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Nittany Lion football on the Penn State Sports Network.
Fourth captain today for Penn State was denied Dennis Sutton as well, and UCLA won the toss, elected to defer. Penn State will get the ball and go right to left as we see it. So, first time this season we've seen the Penn State offense on the field to start.
Well, I think they want to duplicate what they did last week as soon as they got the football. After Illinois had scored against our Penn State defense, came out and went right down the field and tied the game up 7-all. So, see if our offense can continue to start fast here right now and see whether initially UCLA brings down another safety to try to help out on the running game after looking at the tape of Penn State in the last couple of weeks.
Shipley energy for what matters. Shipley Energy brings the energy on and off the field to keep your home comfortable and business running smoothly all year round. Enjoy the game knowing affordable energy rates and 5-star service are just a few clicks away at ShipleyEnergy.com. Shipley Energy for what matters. Quentin Martin is back to receive from Penn State at the goal line, far side. And up at the 5-yard line, Julian Fleming. And kicking off will be Mateen Bagani. 47% on touchbacks, and he showed us a big leg in pregame. Approaches, right foot into it, high end over end, and Martin at the goal line will come out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and out to the 27-yard line. I always love how the crowd reacts to that. Like that's a gain of 2.
Yeah, exactly. And again, everybody directional kicking into the corner of the end zone. Mm-hmm. Martin is able to get the football right at the goal line, try to pick his way through in decent field position for Penn State offense to start the game.
Trips to the near side. Now they'll shift Dinkins over to the left wing and move in motion away from us to the right wing, Warren. Aller will give the ball to Katron Allen to the 30 and pounds it out to the 32. That's 5. They're halfway home on that one, 2nd and 5.
Well, this is what Allen kind of brings to the table. Physical run inside that tackle box area. Sheldon the tackle pulling around the outside. Ioane also a kick-out block as well for a good 5-yard gain.
Trips again near side in a bunch set. Now they'll shift and they'll move Dinkins to the tight end far side and the pistol with Allen behind Aller. Motion by Warren away from us on 2nd and 5. They're at their own 32. Drew rolls near side on play action. He fires to the turf, sliding, and did he get it? They say no. Fleming did not reel it in. It's going to be 3rd down and 5.
Well, a little play action fake that time to Allen. He had his tight end Dinkins open as well, went deeper downfield to Fleming, and just could not control the football as he went to the ground.
3rd down 5 for Penn State. 51% on 3rd down this year. 3rd and 5 or better. The Nittany Lions check in at 41%. 2 near side, 1 far side. Wing left is Warren. Motion by Amari Evans away from us. Aller takes it on 3rd and 5. Protection, throws, caught, but short of the mark right away. And it's the first time this season the UCLA defense does not give up points on the opening drive.
We're running a short route that time, short of the sticks for the first down. That's just a mental mistake. You got to get a little further downfield where the marker is. Good tackle in open field, a zone defense that time by UCLA, and Penn State offensively is going to have 3 and out on their opening drive.
On all 4 games, UCLA's defense had given up a touchdown in the opposition's opening drive. Riley Thompson, straight on this time. Spinning punt. Loya, fair catch at his own 31-yard line, and that is where UCLA will put it in play. And it'll be Justin Martin at quarterback. Ethan Garbers can't make it today. So let's see what the kid has.
Just a poor drive for Penn State offense. They get a little over 5 yards on a first down run by Allen, and they were unable to convert in the next 2 plays on passing plays to get the first down downfield, and ends up a punting situation for a quick 3 and out.
Wide receiver each way. Gilmer's to the near side. Martin is under center. Turns. They'll give it a Harden left side. Lowers the shoulder. Pounds it out to the 32, 33-yard line. Gets 3. It's going to be 2nd down and 7. Same lineup that we gave you to start the game. No changes. DeLuca's starting at linebacker, as we mentioned in the pregame. They're going to open up 4-3-4.
And the guy up front, Zane Durant, has been outstanding in the first 4 games.
Carlin is the center. Shotgun for Martin. Wide receiver each way. And on the counter, gives it to Harden and decked at the 36-yard line. They're getting there 3 yards at a time. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. Kobe King cleaned him up.
Yeah, Rojas as well, but Kobe King is the guy who just finds the football in traffic, ends up making tackle for a short gain. See if Penn State quickly can get off the field as well against his UCLA offense.
3-man front as Vanover comes in, joining Durant and Denai Dennis Sutton. Let's see what they want to do with Carter. And got Carter on the same side as Denai Dennis Sutton. 3rd and 4, empty backfield. Harden out will join Martin in the backfield to the right. Trips far side. Martin, his first pass. Fires, caught, 45-yard line, 50 into the Penn State 48-yard line. That simple pass play may have given him a lot of confidence as Sturdivant made the catch.
Just coming off the line of scrimmage that time, just no defender on him at all. You're leaving him open, dropping off into a zone defense. That's it, right along the hash mark. That's just an easy pitch and catch for a 3rd down conversion for UCLA to get the first down.
That was Loya that made the catch. 2 far side trips near side. Now they'll bring Harden back into the backfield to the left of Martin. 1st and 10, Penn State 48. Takes the snap, throws, caught, 45-yard line, 3-yard gain. Kobe King and Zakee Wheatley there to make the tackle on Logan Loya. It's going to be 2nd down and 7.
Well, you're going to anticipate the quarterback getting rid of the football quickly against this Penn State defense. You're not going to have him hold the ball a long period of time. Penn State pass rush will get to him. So a quick turn-in route for about a 3-yard gain.
Sturdivant goes to the far side with Gilmer. They go trips far side, 1 near side. Motion toward us. Loya sets up on the near side. Martin on 2nd down and 7. Throws far side. Threw it behind him, but he caught it and decked at the 42-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd down and 4. And so far, Martin, to his credit, getting the ball out fast, Jack.
Well, our defensive back's doing a good job. Wheatley from the outside making the play, and also Cam Miller. Looked like they had something going here on that play, but a good job of closing on the receiver and making the tackle in open field.
Quasi Gilmer with the catch. Now they're taking Harden out, but they're bringing Keegan Jones in the game, and they love to use him in the passing game.
Boy, he's very, very quick, about 5'10", 185 pounds. And you're right about the fact he's very good in the passing game.
10-10 to go, opening quarter scoreless. Trips near side. Back goes Martin. Pressure. Backs up. Throws. Jones makes the catch, but he's out of bounds at the 41. He'll be short of the mark. It's going to be 4th and 3. And the first big decision of the day for Deshaun Foster.
Well, pretty good job by the offensive line. We had Carter coming off the edge that time. They gave him just enough time to get the football out to his wide receiver. Ends up being about 3 yards short of the first down. And no question about going for a fourth down.
4th and 3, Penn State 41. Harden comes in, Jones goes out. We're going to take Devon Thomas out, bring Keziah Izzard in on defense.
And Keziah Izzard at 305 pounds, very, very quick coming off the football.
4, 3, 2, 1. There's no way they can get this off. They have to call a timeout.
First of the half. Timeout on the field.
A break. Scoreless. With 9:26 go opening quarter on the Penn State Sports Network, presented by Highmark, because life.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm the valet at the game, and I'm as tight on cash as this lot is on space. So I'm gonna park your way too big truck in this way too small spot. And if you don't have the right auto insurance, this might leave you crunched for cash. So get Allstate, save money, and get protected from mayhem like me. Who's next?
Savings vary based on coverage selected. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, exclusive freight partner of Penn State Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
What's up, sandwich heads? Today on Steve-O's Sandwich Reviews, we've got the tips and tricks to the best sandwich order. And it all starts with this little guy right here. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Partial to pastrami, craving a Cubano. Yeah, sounds delicious, but boom! Add the crisp, refreshing taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar and cue the fireworks. Lunch, dinner, or late night, it'll be a sandwich worth celebrating. Trust me, your boy's eaten a lot of sandwiches in his day, and the one thing I can say with absolute fact, every bite is better with Pepsi.
Del Grosso Foods is a proud sponsor of Penn State football. Each home game week during the 2024 season, one fan will win a year's supply of Del Grosso pasta sauce, and one lucky grand prize winner will win 4 hospitality passes and pregame tailgate passes to the Penn State versus Maryland game on November 30th. To enter the Del Grosso Red Zone contest, just visit delgrossofoods.com/redzone.
Listening to Penn State football on the Penn State Sports Network, presented by PepsiCo.
Special recognition to the Nittany Lions official All-American corporate partners Highmark, because life, Penn State Health, the official healthcare provider of Penn State. Pepsi Zero, never tasted so good, try it to believe it. PSECU, presenting partner of the 2024 Penn State football season, Wise Markets, and West Shore Home.
4th and 3, Penn State 41. Watch for a quarterback draw here as a possibility. Let's see. Loya motion toward us. Martin takes it. Back. He wants to throw. He slings it. Caught, first down. 33-yard line. He went to the tight end that time. Matavo.
I'll tell you right now, this offensive line, who was questionable coming into this game,
good job,
has done a good job against the Penn State front 4 rush. He had time to find his tight end open, convert again on this drive on a 3rd down conversion against a Penn State defense.
Penn State will bring DeLuca back in the game at linebacker. They'll send Shaw to the far side with Sturdivant. Peterson's in the game as a wing right. Now he goes in motion away from us. Harden to the left of Martin. 1st and 10, Penn State 32. Takes it, play action, rolls left. Trouble, throws, and he threads it in there. It's ripped away and incomplete, but Penn State picks it up. Did he catch it on fumble? Over the 50, 45, and take it down near the 45 of UCLA. A flag is down at the 25.
The flag came in from the end zone, back near the end zone along the sideline at the end. Almost wonder if who picked it up. Steve was out of bounds. It looked like he caught the ball, and from my perspective down here, fumbled the ball.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened. The player who picked it up was out of bounds, and I think that was what drew the flag.
Well, this is a mess. Here's Tim O'Day.
Before the change of possession, personal foul, targeting defense number 6. The play is under further review.
I mean, Wheatley put his head on the ball.
Yeah, look. Yeah,
if he puts his helmet on the ball, that's what you're supposed to do.
Well, he ducks under it. It's not targeting at all. And that ball is out there.
Oh, that's it. No offense, but
Kimber on the coverage.
Okay, now Wheatley definitely is out of bounds when he comes back in and grabs it.
Right.
So let's start. I mean, so that has nothing to do with
this.
this.
That is fine.
Right?
Yeah.
It's the question. Right? Like, it looks like he just puts his helmet down and hits the football. Last I checked, that's exactly what you're taught to do.
Yeah, DeLuca does a good job making a quarterback pull up on the play and deliver the football. Kimber had pretty good coverage downfield. An outstanding throw as well. But it doesn't look like targeting at all from Wheatley from the outside and knocking the ball loose.
He's nowhere near the shoulders or the head. It's helmet to ball. Goes in there. I mean, he may have grazed the helmet, but he was going for the football, and he knocked it out.
And it's whether that left knee was down as well, whether this is a fumble or not.
Right.
There's the ball. He gets hit.
Well, he's overlooking at that 80-inch TV over there.
Penn State just got word they got the football.
Penn State has the football. The offense is going to come out. And again, we don't think it's targeting.
It was close to whether his right knee was down. They're calling it a fumble.
Yeah. There's a lot of moving parts on this.
Yeah, they sent the defense off the field and brought the offense on.
Well, they're still looking at it. Or maybe
it is pretty close. Whether
it is close.
Whether his right knee was down on the ground.
Right.
When the ball, you couldn't see the ball. Good job by Wheatley. Yeah, you are taught to do, try to dislodge the football like that. He wasn't going helmet to helmet and launching with his head.
I mean, Monteval makes the catch, but he got jarred loose.
Yeah. And Wheatley is back in the field of play when he recovers the fumble and takes it downfield. Taking a long time for this.
Yeah, they just brought the defense back onto both units.
They can be down on contact.
After reviewing the play, there is no foul for targeting. Number 6 can remain in the game. It has also been determined that the pass was incomplete. It will be returned to the previous spot, the 32-yard line, where it will be second down UCLA.
Okay.
All right. It said he never had control of the ball.
Right. That's the key, and that's fine.
I think that was option like A, B, C, D, E on the multiple choice.
Oh, no, I was concerned they started like flipping over to other games to get scores. I mean, they were down there for a while.
Well, first of all, now this Penn State defense, and they started slow last week against Illinois.
Yeah.
And they're starting slow here right now. They're not getting pressure on a inexperienced quarterback in Martin, and they've got to step the game up right here.
Sturdivant in far side to near side. And they'll give it up the middle to Harden. Harden inside the 30 and taken down at the Penn State 27 to bring up a 3rd down and 5.
And also remember, UCLA's got an outstanding field goal kicker.
Yeah.
And he was trying kicks here in pregame warm-up from 62 yards away and made a couple.
So you're saying that he's in range?
He's definitely in range.
3rd and 5, Penn State 27. The key for Penn State, defense needs to get off the field here.
Yeah, and they got to get pressure. 4-man rush has not gotten to Martin, the quarterback, and he's able to complete on those 3rd down completions.
Loya far side, trips near side. Martin on 3rd and 5. Goes back, short drop, dumps it off at the 30, cuts inside 25, and he's close to the mark. I think he's got the 1st down at the 22.
Well, the key right now for Penn State is the 4-man rush is not getting to him.
Right.
We have a delayed blitz at times. We have Kobe King coming. We don't break down on the outside and make the tackle.
4th down. 4th, and they need about 3/4 of a yard. They've already converted 1 4th down. Bunch set near side. Sturdivant far side. It's Harden up the middle, hitting the hole, and Penn State turns him away. Great play up front. Right when they needed the line of scrimmage, they got it, and Zakee Wheatley was in the middle.
Keziah Isner was up front as well. A stalemate at the line of scrimmage, and he, no question about it, is short.
I had a great view. Zakee Wheatley filling that hole, exploded in there. Another physical play after he almost created the turnover.
Today's game presented by Highmark, because life scoreless. Nittany Lions get it with 7:05 to go in the first on the Penn State Sports Network.
Del Grosso Foods is a proud sponsor of Penn State football. Each home game week during the 2024 season, one fan will win a year's supply of Del Grosso pasta sauce, and one lucky grand prize winner will win 4 hospitality passes and pregame tailgate passes to the Penn State versus Maryland game on November 30th. To enter the Del Grosso Red Zone contest, just visit delgrossofoods.com/redzone.
Feeling the need to get away from it all? Then it's time to unleash your wild side and hit the off-road with the ultimate adventure partner, the Ford Bronco family of SUVs. Whether you're tackling the trails or just enjoying nature, the Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport are designed for fun. With all the high-tech, versatility, and comfort, the Ford Bronco family will let you make the most of every adventure. So gear up and get out there. Start out today at buyfordnow.com and then get to your local Ford store.
Toft Trees Golf Resort is a full-service resort minutes from University Park. Toft Trees' luxurious hotel rooms and suites were designed for your comfort and convenience. After a great night's sleep, tee off at their PGA-rated golf course. From beginner to pro, the 18-hole course offers a fun, challenging round of golf on site. If you're hungry, the Field Burger and Tap, award-winning restaurant, offers a delicious farm-to-table dining experience. Toft Trees Golf Resort is also the perfect venue for weddings and events. Visit tofttrees.com for more information. Toft Trees Golf Resort in State College.
Gear up at the Penn State Bookstore this season and show your Penn State pride. Be part of the tradition that makes Beaver Stadium the best atmosphere in college football. Visit any location inside and surrounding Beaver Stadium on game days, or visit psu.bncollege.com and get ready for the most electrifying game of the season with the official Penn State whiteout gear. The Penn State Bookstore, the official bookstore of Penn State Athletics.
Home of the Judgment-Free Zone, proud to be the official gym of Penn State Athletics. Wishing the Lions the best of luck today against UCLA. Join Planet Fitness today in your hometown for $10 a month and join thousands of Penn State fans and alumni in their journey to a healthier lifestyle. We are. Today's game brought to you by Highmark, because life.
Well, Penn State went 3-and-out on its initial series. UCLA kept the ball 6:21, did not score. But for UCLA, one of the goals is to shorten the game. Last week's game, each team had 8 possessions. UCLA would love to play a game like that.
Yeah, and I'll give credit to UCLA with their offensive line. Did a good job of protection, converted a couple of third down. Wheatley from that safety position on a 4th down play was able to make the tackle for a loss.
Allen, the running back, fullback, is Warren to the left of Aller. Motion by Clifford away from us. It's Perbula's going to keep it, and he's going to give it to Allen over the left side to the 30. He just pushes the pile out to the 35. He says, the heck with 3-and-outs. I'll just do this myself.
Well, I'll tell you, Allen does an outstanding job of keeping his shoulder pads low, getting underneath defenders, going forward, using that power that he has, ends up getting the first down at the end of the last 2 or 3 yards on effort alone by Katron Allen.
All right, now Warren will be the quarterback.
Quentin Martin checks in.
And Martin's in for the first time. Warren will keep it, breaks a tackle 35, and pushes it out to the 39-yard line as Penn State goes to the power running game on this series.
Looks like you're at the line of scrimmage and a little bit of tempo.
Yep, and Aller's there already. Too far side, bunch set near side. Drew will throw. Martin's got it. Martin breaks one tackle 40. The freshman to the 45 and knocked out of bounds on the near side for a first down at the 46-yard line.
Well, Martin is an outstanding athlete. He can run really good routes. He can catch the football out of the backfield. He does so many different things, and he he sees his counterparts rolling over people. He lowered his shoulder pad along the sideline and got a few extra yards.
Dinkins, the tight end near side, trips to the far side. Allen now to the right of Drew Aller as they shift Dinkins to the right. 1st and 10, their own 46-yard line. It's going to be Aller. Fires and threw it behind him at the 35, incomplete. Tried to get it to Julian Fleming at the 35, but he threw it behind him.
Yeah, he had a turn-in route. The defender on the inside was coming in, but he is open. You get the ball initially to him on that turn-in route. Fleming was trying to get back, but he ended up slipping onto turf here. It should have been an easy completion for the first down.
Wallace and Evans far side with Warren. They'll bring Warren in motion toward us. 2nd and 10, their own 46. Warren wing left. Katron Allen met in the hole by Schlesinger and taken down for no gain at the 46-yard line.
Well, we talked about Schlesinger, the leading tackler on the team. Just kind of found his way inside, ends up making a tackle. Looking at Penn State for their running game, UCLA guesses correctly, and setting up a 3rd and long situation for this Penn State offense.
5 minutes to go, opening quarter. It's scoreless. 3rd and 10, Penn State, their own 46. Near side, Wallace, Fleming, and Warren far side. Now Martin sets up on the right wing. 3rd and 10, their own 46 on the near hash. Back goes Aller. Steps up. Pressure. Spun around. Thrown down back for a loss at the 36-yard line. UCLA defense off to a very good start.
Well, we're trying to find a 3rd and 10 situation. Initially, good protection by the offensive line. Aller tries to step up, could not find anyone open downfield. They're going to end up having to punt this football away, give UCLA credit in the secondary. Aller looked again and finally tried to get out of the pocket, but no one open downfield.
Jack, you mentioned Fleming slipping before. The field is still kind of moist down here after the sun's been out the last 2 days, but it's rained so much.
And straight on punt, Logan Loyal lets it in at the 30 and skips out of bounds on the near sideline in the neighborhood of the 25-yard line, and they will put it right at the 25 when we come back. 4:02 to play in the opening quarter. It is scoreless. Today's game presented by Highmark, because life on the Penn State Sports Network.
Pizza just goes better with Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Pizza.
Thank you. But don't take our word for it. In fact, don't take any words for it. Crispy and cheesy, paired with delicious and refreshing. My mouth is watering already. Ooh, too high. Yeah, we've all been there. Every bite is better with Pepsi.
My name is Dustin. I'm the head designer for Cody James, and this is Behind the Design with Boot Barn. The Cody James boots are made in Leon, which is known as the cowboy boot capital of the world because of their long history of making handcrafted cowboy boots. As far back as the 1700s, they've been making quality boots. So those craftsmen, artisans are literally passing down those skills from generation to generation. Cody James, only at Boot Barn.
Buying a home is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. Before you tour a home, the real estate professional you're working with may ask you to sign a buyer's agreement, which describes the services you'll receive, each party's role and responsibilities, and how your agent will be compensated, all of which you'll want to discuss with them up front. So work with an agent who's a Realtor. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors with a duty to honestly represent you and put your interests above their own, because that's who we are.
24/7, get the gear at PennStateClothes.com.
The Family Clothesline at State College has the perfect gear for every Penn State fan. We have officially licensed Penn State clothing and merchandise from quality brands like Nike, Under Armour, Yeti, Lululemon, and more. Shop PennStateClothes.com and get free shipping on all orders of $50 or more. We are
the Family Clothesline.
You're listening to Penn State football on the Penn State Sports Network, presented by PepsiCo.
Penn State Nittany Lion football brought to you by Highmark, because life
Thanks, Raj. 1st and 10 UCLA, their own 25, 4:02 to go opening quarter and scoreless. And Penn State's offense, they got a couple of first downs that time, but again, they need to finish drives.
Exactly, and also getting the ball to your wide receiver. You had Fleming on a deep in route, open on the play, threw the football behind him. It would have been a first down in UCLA territory. The passing game had some missteps last week, but so far in this first two series, give UCLA credit. Their defense did a good job, and also on that 3rd and 10, Allard had no one open downfield, and then the protection finally breaks down.
Elliott Washington comes in at corner, joining A.J. Harris. The safeties are Reed and Wheatley. The linebackers, Rojas is out there with Kobe King. A extra defensive back is going to be Zion Tracy. Akeem Beeman in for the first time with Amin Vanover. And they'll give it up the middle. Gets through the first wave to the 30-yard line. Gets about 4 in the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Pretty good run this time. He's got a good job of picking his way. Elliott Washington on the outside misses the tackle in the backfield on the play and able to get upfield for a good gain against that Penn State defense.
2nd and 6, their own 29-yard line. They send Gilmer to the far side with Loya. Sturdivant to the near side. In the shotgun, Justin Martin. And wants to throw. Denied. Dennis Sutton belts up, bumps the football. Loose, and Penn State has it. They're calling it an incomplete pass. Denied. Dennis Sutton off the edge. Explosive that time.
Well, it's a miscommunication. The offensive line, they're calling this an incomplete pass.
Well, I'm not so sure it is.
Yeah, it's untouched on a play. Kobe King picks it up.
Jack, where I was standing, Dennis Sutton had that late shift to his right there, and no one accounted for him once he shifted to his right before the snap.
3rd and 5. Gilmer and Sturdivant to the far side. In fact, they go trips far side. 3rd and 6, their own 29. Timeout, Deshaun Foster. That's the second one he's used this quarter. And again, a first-time starter quarterback.
Who called their second timeout of the half.
Again, we're talking about a first-time starter, a quarterback, who, by the way, has given a good account of himself so far. But a break. Today's game presented by Highmark, because life with 3:18 to go in the first. It's scoreless on the Penn State Sports Network.
At SRS, we still believe in the American dream. It starts with a roof over our heads and the belief in a happy and prosperous future. As a company, we honor our commitments to our customers, employees, and veterans. And by truly giving back to our communities and sharing our success, SRS delivers more than building products. SRS delivers the American dream. Visit us at srsdistribution.com.
Feeling the need to get away from it all? Then it's time to unleash your wild side and hit the off-road with the ultimate adventure partner, the Ford Bronco family of SUVs. Whether you're tackling the trails or just enjoying nature, the Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport are designed for fun. With all the high-tech, versatility, and comfort, the Ford Bronco family will let you make the most of every adventure. So gear up and get out there. Start out today at buyfordnow.com and then get to your local Ford store.
Liberty Basement Systems are the foremost experts in the waterproofing industry for basements, crawl spaces, plus all your foundation needs. Call them today at 570-998-4540. They will give you the peace of mind that your home is structurally sound and you never have to worry about water again. Their certified inspectors will give you a free inspection and estimate. Call Liberty Basement Systems at 570-998-4540, the official basement waterproofing sponsor of Penn State Athletics.
24/7, get the gear at PennStateClothes.com.
The Family Clothesline at State College has the perfect gear for every Penn State fan. We have officially licensed Penn State clothing and merchandise from quality brands like Nike, Under Armour, Yeti, Lululemon, and more. Shop PennStateClothes.com and get free shipping on all orders of $50 or more. We are
the Family Clothesline.
Get all your game day needs at Wise Markets. Make delicious tacos for the game by purchasing Old El Paso tortillas, taco seasoning, and enchilada sauce. And don't forget the Wise quality in-store ground beef. Score a taste of the tailgate at your neighborhood Wise Markets. Today's game brought to you by Highmark, because life.
3rd down, 6, UCLA, their own 29 with 3:18 to go in a scoreless opening quarter. And Deshaun Foster's already used 2 of his 3 timeouts in this quarter.
Still looked like an NFL running back going down the sideline to call that timeout.
I know. So, Amin Vanover says more noise. This crowd says yes. Martin trips far side. Now they bring motion. Loya sets up. Penn State shows blitz. And they moved. UCLA moved. Back. They go 5 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 11.
Before the ball was snapped, false start. Offense number 66. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Nicky Prangas.
And this is where the Penn State defense has got to be disciplined. You may see a run here right now. I don't think UCLA won't care about the fact of maybe punting this football away. You just don't want to put the ball up for grabs, so you got to read your keys. It could be a run, could be have the quarterback run on a 3rd and 11 situation, because this is not what UCLA is really good at, 3rd and long.
Might be a noon kick, but this crowd knows the impact it can have. It is loud.
Trips far side, 1 near side, 3rd and 11, their own 24. Martin waits, back, throws, caught, 1st down, 40-yard line out to the 42. Loya got loose again, and they get the 1st down.
And Martin does a good job of staying in the pocket, traffic all around him on the play, and was able to get the ball out for the 1st down. The pocket is collapsing around him, but give Martin credit getting ready to the football. And again, on a 3rd down conversion, gets the ball for a 1st down out beyond the 40.
He's got 3 catches already for 37 yards. Trips far side, 1st and 10, their own 42. Motion toward us by Peterson, the tight end. And they're going to give it left side, no room there, taken down. Jalen Berger, transfer from Michigan State by way of Wisconsin. So this is the 3rd different team that Penn State's seen him with.
Yeah. Jay Thomas does a good job of stalemating right at the line of scrimmage, coming down the line. Same thing with Zane Durant as well. No hole, keep bouncing to the outside. That goes for no gain. In fact, maybe they've lost a half a yard.
2nd down, 11, their own 41-yard line. To go to Jack's point. Sturdivant goes near side with Shaw. Mataval goes in motion away from us. Play action. Pressure from Denai. Denison. It's a screen. Up the middle. Mataval, the tight end. Shoot top tackle at the 49-yard line by Tony Rojas. The UCLA 49. It's going to be 3rd down and about 3. 3rd and 3 for UCLA with 96 seconds left in the opening quarter.
That's a big tackle by Rojas. That middle screen to your tight end. Had Penn State fooled for initially, but Rojas comes off the block from the outside, comes in, and makes a good open field tackle.
UCLA's done a lot of good things here early. 3rd and 3, their own 49. Break the huddle, send 2 to the near side. In fact, trips near side as Sturdivant joins them late. Harden the running back. Martin goes back. Pressure. Dumps off the screen to Hart. Taken down for a loss at the 46-yard line. Tony Rojas.
And that's what you want to do in man-to-man coverage. You read the screen. You get involved in between the offensive lineman and the running back. And Tony Rojas does that. He ends up after the reception, makes the tackle for a loss on that screen. They run a lot of screens to your tight end, also to your running backs. This time Rojas does a good job of getting off the offensive lineman and making a play.
Brody Richter will kick it away. Jake Spencer to return the punt back at his own 8-yard line. So, Richter waits. We just want to run the clock down to 24 seconds. Kicks it out of there. High, twisting punt, fair catch by Spencer at his own 17, 18-yard line, and that's where the Nittany Lions will put it in play. It is still scoreless with 16 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Now, let's see, Jack, got to put together a drive. You've got to get UCLA behind in this game to make them think.
Yeah, number one, right now, you're giving UCLA more and more confidence. They've played well. They've moved the football against the Penn State defense. Penn State came up with the fourth down stop to save some points, or I'm sure UCLA would probably have 3 on the board right now. And now offensively, the passing game for Penn State here in the first quarter really has been non-existent.
Katron Allen in the backfield with Tyler Warren. Motion toward us on 1st and 10, their own 18. It's going to be Allen, dances through the hole to the 20 and pushes it out to the 25. Look, he's been a positive every time he has touched the ball in this game. As the quarter comes to an end, Penn State will be faced with a 2nd and 3 from their own 25 when we come back with the second quarter. Scoreless, this game presented by Highmark, because life on the Penn State Sports Network.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, exclusive freight partner of Penn State Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Algunos días presionas el botón snooze, pero hoy no. Corres a conseguir la carne para el tailgate. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Are you gearing up for the game? Tailgate like a pro at Wise Markets with our low price program. You'll spend less on thousands of items throughout the store, all while earning Wise Rewards points on qualifying purchases every time you shop. Spending less on all those essentials means spending more time cheering on the game. Wise Markets. We are the official grocer of Penn State football.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check that your seats aren't in the visitor section first, before buying tickets.
I'm so excited for this game. I can't believe you got us tickets.
Me too. Wait, are we on the wrong side?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
This is going to be a long game.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
You're listening to Penn State football on the Penn State Sports Network. Presented by PepsiCo.
Hey, Penn State fans, some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Visit allstate.com or call a local agent for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Nittany Lion football today brought to you by Highmark, because life.
Shane Conlon, honorary captain today, College Football Hall of Famer. Son Dan was on the basketball team the last few years. Danny now is out in California, as a matter of fact. Talked to Shane before the game. Scoreless to the second quarter.
I could still see Shane. Interceptions against the University of Miami in the Fiesta Bowl to win the national championship. One he's not proud of. He made the interception, and I think he stumbled over his own feet.
He did.
Had about a 50-yard interception return, but one of the all-time greats, and had a great career in Buffalo as well.
Right now, the Penn State offense is without Anthony Donko. On the last offensive possession, he got hurt. He was in and out of the tent. He has his shoulder pads off. He's trying to work it out. They're trying to work to get him something more comfortable to play in as well. But he's here on the sideline, but not on the field.
And that means Nolan Rucci is the right tackle. So they'll have it 2nd and 3, their own 25 in a scoreless game. Allen's off to a good start running the ball, by the way. He's got 4 carries, 23 yards.
We're just not in the good rhythm offensively.
Right.
We make some good plays. We're making good plays on the running game with Katron Allen, and then we're throwing a football, a couple of errant throws by Aller. And, the running game is there for us right now. We got a good 5.5, 6 yards on that first down run by Katron Allen.
And Nicholas Singleton is down here in uniform and pads, but he's not holding his helmet.
Yep. So trips to the far side. Wallace, Fleming, and Clifford. They'll now shift. Allen to the left to Drew Aller. Catron's got it up the middle. Jump cut to the left. First down to the 30-yard line to move the chains. So from the 30, and Penn State quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, trying to get tempo to get into a rhythm.
UCLA jumbled on defense. It's Allen left side. They force him deep and take him down for a loss at the 29-yard line. It's going to be second down and 11. Great job by UCLA to string that out.
Yeah. He lost his shoe, so he's going to have to come out.
Yeah, for Catron Allen, bouncing this thing to the outside is not his game. His game is inside that tackle box area, running downhill.
Quentin Martin replaces him as Allen puts his shoe on. Wallace far side, Fleming, Clifford, and Warren near side. From the far hash, second down, 11, their own 29. UCLA moved. Penn State points, UCLA points, and the winner is... Winner should be Penn State, I believe.
Offside, defense number 93 with contact. 5-yard penalty, second down.
Toya, the transfer out of USC.
You know another reason why Catron Allen had to check out? He may have lost his shoe. Then the defender for UCLA picked it up and threw it 10 yards down the field.
Again, there's different ways of playing defense.
Yeah, exactly.
Now they'll shift. Perbula with Martin behind him in the pistol. Motion by Warren away from us. And it's going to be Bo, 35. Schlesinger has him, and Bo rides him to the sideline and gets out to the 39-yard line.
You talk about an effort play, physical play by your quarterback. He also gets an outstanding block by Warren, the tight end. He takes his man and takes him all the way to the sideline. Bo was able to come off of that block, turn inside, lower his shoulder, and get those extra yards.
Allen, shoe retrieved and back in the backfield on 3rd and 1, their own 39. UCLA creeps up to the line of scrimmage. Long count by Aller. Now Drew looks to the sideline. They've got 10 on the play clock. They shift Allen to the right. Play clock at 4. Takes it. Catron left side. First down 40. Breaks the tackle. Flag goes down at the 40-yard line away from the play.
You talk about a holding call on the outside so far away from the play.
Offense number 53. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. 3rd down.
Again, we get the easy, go back to the short side of the field. Allen does a good job breaking a tackle, running over a defender, getting the first down. The penalty that James Franklin talks about against Penn State here right now sets up a 3rd and long.
So back now to 3rd and 11, their own 29. Wide receiver each way. Motion toward us by Clifford. Sets up in the near slot. Motion by Warren toward us. Sets up in the near slot. 3rd and 11. They rush 3. Steps up. Drills it. Clifford's got it. 50-yard line. UCLA 45 and a first down. And that ball was a frozen rope.
The best throw by Aller the entire first half. They only rushed 3 people. They rushed 3 people, dropped 8 in coverage.
It's going to be Martin. Good block by Warren. He breaks the tackle 45 and gets to the 43-yard line. Gets 2. It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
Boy, it looked like initially I thought Martin may have something going back to the short side of the field. He bounces to the outside. Gets a block by Warren again. But the inside linebacker does a good job of scraping out and getting Martin to the ground for a short gain.
So they actually mark up at the 44. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9. Far hash going left to right as we see it. Tyler Johnson in the game now for the first time. Over there with Fleming. And they set up Warren on the left wing. On 2nd and 9. Back goes Aller. Pocket, throws, caught Warren, 30, far sideline, 25, knocked out of bounds. I think they may say he stepped out at the 29. Yeah, but it's still a first down.
Yeah, the linesman put his foot down right there. They're faking a wide receiver screen to the short side of the field. Warren going downfield in that dead area behind the corner before the safety can come over the top and make a play. and he is wide open on the play. You fake a wide receiver screen and let Warren drift down the sideline.
11:16 to go in the half. Scoreless. Penn State driving. 1st and 10, 29 of UCLA. Motion toward us. It's Trey Wallace. Aller back. Plants, throws. Wallace has it inside the 25 to the 22-yard line. They get 7 on the play. 2nd down and 3.
Well, right now, Drew Aller seems to be getting the rhythm. Good pocket by the offensive line. 4-man rush. Clean pocket for Aller to throw the football.
Did his last 4 passes. Back he goes. Good pocket again. Steps up. Throw it over the head of Katron Allen. Incomplete. He's just trying to dump it off that time.
Yeah, I just saw him at the last second on the play. And Katron was just scraping out of the backfield wide open on a slight crossing route.
3rd down 3. UCLA, 22-yard line. Wallace goes out. Luke Reynolds is in. Fleming will set up on the near side with Amari Evans. Reynolds and Warren far side. Evans in motion away from us. 3rd and 3, UCLA 22. Back goes Aller. Steps up, keep it and go. 1st down, 20. Into the Del Grosso Sauce red zone at the 19-yard line. That should be a Penn State 1st down.
Good awareness by Aller that time. Again, it's a 4-man rush, and it opens up immediately in the middle, getting pressure from the outside. Is able to pick up that 1st down by going right up the middle, seeing that little alley, turning upfield and stretching out just enough to get the 1st down.
10-12 to go in the half, still scoreless. Penn State driving at the UCLA 19, 1st and 10. Far side, it's going to be Perbula and Venga Ioane. I think Venga may come in motion. He comes in motion. And it's going to be Katron Allen through the hole. 15, and taken down inside the 15 at the 11-yard line. A pancake by Venga Ioane. It's going to be 2nd down and 2.
Well, you talk about Ioane coming. First of all, you have a 300-pound offensive lineman coming in motion, and you're trying to squeeze this thing to the outside and just gets absolutely buried on the play.
And the reaction from everyone else down here on the sideline when they saw him do that. You talk about a physical football team. Oh, man.
Luke Sherman, welcome to the Big Ten.
Katron having a problem with his shoe again. Drew had to help him tie it this time.
Well, they had 10 on the play clock. Motion by Warren away from us, sets up right wing. Aller. Allen up the middle. Allen's going to disappear at the line of scrimmage at the 11. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Well, that time, UCLA defensive line at the line of scrimmage. Linebackers filling from their linebacking spot. We're able to hold that to no gain for Katron Allen coming out the middle. They're playing run all the way, run down defense, run blitz, taking every gap, and held Allen to no gain.
Look at all the offensive linemen they have on the field now.
Well, they got a bunch of them. They're all lined up in a push position. They're going to push the pile and inside that 10-yard line to the 9. They mark it where I think that he made it to. They've got a 1st down. I think he made it.
There's also an injury as well on this play for UCLA.
Man, they needed 1.5 yards, 2 yards in that tush push, and they made it look easy.
UCLA players down. Key is, it is for Penn State, it is a 1st down.
Yeah, the linesman coming in, marking it right on the stripe that's needed for that 1st down. And that's you're going to get guys banged up here when they got 22 bodies like this, that close together, and you're pushing with that offensive line.
Well, break. 8:25 to go in the half. Scoreless. Highmark BS live on the Penn State Sports Network.
Are you gearing up for the game? Tailgate like a pro at Wise Markets with our low price program. You'll spend less on thousands of items throughout the store, all while earning Wise Rewards points on qualifying purchases every time you shop. Spending less on all those essentials means spending more time cheering on the game. Wise Markets. We are the official grocer of Penn State football.
What's up, sandwich heads? Today on Steve-O's Sandwich Reviews, we've got the tips and tricks to the best sandwich order. And it all starts with this little guy right here. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Partial to pastrami, craving a cubano. Yeah, sounds delicious, but boom! Add the crisp, refreshing taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar and cue the fireworks. Lunch, dinner, or late night, it'll be a sandwich worth celebrating. Trust me, your boy's eaten a lot of sandwiches in his day, and the one thing I can say with absolute fact, every bite is better with Pepsi.
Del Grosso Foods is a proud sponsor of Penn State football. Each home game week during the 2024 season, one fan will win a year's supply of Del Grosso pasta sauce. And one lucky grand prize winner will win 4 hospitality passes and pregame tailgate passes to the Penn State versus Maryland game on November 30th. To enter the Del Grosso Red Zone contest, just visit delgrossofoods.com/redzone.
It's a couple hours before the football game. The only question is, what are you bringing to the tailgate? Classic beef cheeseburgers? Steak fajitas? Or maybe that beefy 7-layer dip everyone raves about? No matter what you bring, if it's beef, you're gonna be the MVP. Together, we bring more. Rev up your crowd at beefitswhatsfordinner.com. Funded by Beef Farmers and Ranchers.
This is Nittany Lion football on the Penn State Sports Network.
First and goal at the 9, 14th play of the drive. Farhash attacking the south end zone to our right. Wallace and Evans near side. Allen, the running back, to the right of Drew Aller. Tight to the far side, Dinkins. Wing right is Warren. First and goal at the 9. It'll be Katron Allen to the 5. Pushes the pile inside the 5 and down to the 3-yard line. Second and goal.
Well, you had Dinkins, the tight end, out in front that time. The point of attack, Wormley with a good block as well. I'll tell you, Dinkins stays with his man and runs him all the way into the end zone on his play. And Katron Allen running behind those offensive linemen.
Bo Prabula comes into the game for Penn State. They're on that far hash just inside the 3. And Bo will split out. Now they'll shift and they'll split out Aller, and Prabula will be the quarterback. Motion by Ioane away from us. Prabula keeps it. Now they give it up the middle to the goal line. Pushes the pile and is short by about a half yard. Third and goal. 16th play of the drive coming up. And with an extra offensive lineman in, it's time to push.
Boy, good job again. Ioane on motion coming across the formation, and they're very wary of him now in that motion set, and just could not get to the goal line at the 1, inside the 1-yard line. And you're right. Here we go.
Everyone tight. Here's the push to the goal line. They go. They push. They push. They push. The result is a touchdown. Penn State, the Nittany Lions take the lead. 6:40 to go in the opening half. A 16-play drive in terms of the number of plays, the most they've had in a drive this season.
You got everybody pushing forward. You got Cooper Cousins in there as well.
Looked like one of our staff meetings.
Just a tight formation like that, and just a low man wins. Just get enough, and physical play on short yardage on the goal line gets the football in the end zone.
I always love how, well, we're going to take a look at it. Can you find the ball? No.
On the previous play is touchdown. The ruling is under further review.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
Nobody can see it. With the surge they got on the field.
Nobody can see it.
Yeah, there's no way he wasn't in.
Okay, here's one for you. Let's try just for a couple of yayas common sense. There's no way you can see this.
Katron Allen was a little bit slow getting up after that 3rd down play. Just worth watching. He stayed in, looked okay as he jogged off, but just something worth watching with the injuries they've had at the running back position.
He's over.
I could just see them looking at this on the replay. With 22 guys right there in one big scrum, trying to figure out whether it broke the plane.
The ruling on the field of touchdown stands as called. It is a touchdown.
I'm in total shock.
Hey, for goodness sakes.
Really? You thought you could see something?
I'll tell you.
It's a mass of humanity.
That Philadelphia Eagles offensive line has created something very special here on short yardage, I'll tell you that.
Ryan Barker for the extra point. Tyler Dzansky will snap it, put down, kick is up. Kick by Barker is good. It's 7-0 Nittany Lions, 6:40 to go opening half. Today's game presented by Highmark, because life on the Penn State Sports Network.
It's a couple hours before the football game. The only question is, what are you bringing to the tailgate? Classic beef cheeseburgers? Steak fajitas? Or maybe that beefy 7-layer dip everyone raves about? No matter what you bring, if it's beef, you're going to be the MVP. Together, we bring more. Rev up your crowd at beefitswhatsfordinner.com. Funded by Beef Farmers and Ranchers.
24/7, get the gear at PennStateClothes.com.
Gear up for Penn State football at the Family Clothesline in State College. We've got it all for fall, including officially licensed Penn State clothing and merchandise from Lululemon, Nike, and more. Extended store hours on home football weekends. Shop PennStateClothes.com and get free shipping on all orders of $50 or more. We are
Family Clothesline.
You've been in an accident and your car is disabled. A tow truck arrives and pressures you to sign forms that don't include rates. You call the police with the tower's info and find out this isn't the truck that was dispatched to you, and ask the tower to back off. You share details of just what went down with your insurance company, and they say, good job. You just fended off a wreck chaser. It pays to know your tow.
Is your basement or crawl space getting damp or even water in there? Is there a musty smell or even cracks in your foundation? If so, call the experts at Liberty Basement Systems, 570-998-4540. They will come to your home, give you a free inspection and free estimate from their certified inspectors. Their crew will come and fix the problem right away so that you will have the peace of mind that your home is done right. Don't hesitate. Call the experts at Liberty Basement Systems, 570-998-4540, the official basement waterproofing sponsor of Penn State Athletics.
You're listening to Penn State football on the Penn State Sports Network, presented by PepsiCo.
Well, don't punt, score big this season with the winning team at AmeriGas, the official propane partner of Penn State Athletics. Visit AmeriGas.com/go/local to get a free quote online. You know, for every Nittany Lion crushing it on the field, there's a pack of fans electrifying the stands. This season, Highmark Blue Shield is proud to support you both, because life.
16 plays, 82 yards, 12 rushing plays, 4 pass plays. They knocked 8:36 off the clock and now lead at 7-0 over UCLA. And that was quite the drive.
Yeah, and a big play on that drive, getting the ball to Clifford downfield on that post pattern. Out in front of him, Clifford makes the catch, gets a first down, a third down and long situation. Able to convert there, and then the muscle of our offensive line, for the most part, when they got into the red zone area, just physically putting the football into the end zone for the touchdown.
And you could feel the sideline change when they started to run the ball like that. I think that's something they really can build off offensively and defensively the rest of the way.
That Clifford play, by the way, Brian and Jack, was 26 yards, and that was the big play on the drive that really jump-started everything. Keegan Jones at the goal line. Kick by Gabe Wosu goes left to right as we see it from just inside the far hash. High end over end. Jones backs up to Lamont, puts his right knee down.
And you're right about the fact, 8:36 off the clock to give your defense a breather on the sideline. Anytime that happens in a long 16-play drive like that, your defense is so appreciative when they get back down on the field here right now to start this series.
There's another part, too. It also gave them time to talk about what they've seen so far from UCLA's offense.
Yeah.
Because, again, nobody knew much about what Martin could or could not do.
Yeah, and he's 9 for 11 here in the first half for only 59 yards. But also surprising how well the offensive line for UCLA has held up with the pressure.
And tight formation. Martin will take it. He'll give it to Harden. Harden over the 25 out to the 28. He gets 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7. Kobe King at the bottom of the pile.
Just Kobe King finding the football again. He's got an offensive blocker out in front of him. He uses his hands, disengages with him, comes underneath him, and ends up holding that to a short gain.
Tamir Robinson and Dakari Nelson are the linebackers with Kobe King. 2nd down and 7, their own 28-yard line. Wide receiver each way, double wing. Martin takes it. Play action, rolls near side. He's going to keep it and go to the 30 and out of bounds. I think at the 33. Yep, that's where they say he stepped out. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 for the Penn State defense. Huge play here, Jack, because if they give the offense the ball back and force a 3 and out, that really puts a lot of pressure on UCLA.
Yeah, Tamar Robinson just takes a bad angle. Doesn't realize how quick this quarterback is and is able to turn the corner. The inexperienced linebacker's got to take a better angle to cut him off at the sideline.
Dakari Nelson out. Cam Miller comes in. Alonzo Ford in a tackle with Thomas, Carter, and Smith Vilbert up front. 2 far side, 1 near side. Martin takes it, wants to throw for it, dumps it off, caught by Harden out of bounds for a 1st down on the near side at the 37, and that goes back to Jack's pregame point of the ability to use the running backs in the passing game.
Yeah, again, this time your linebacker, Tamar Robinson, is trying to get from his linebacker position, scrape, and get to that running back, covering him man-to-man. He has to go up over the top, easy completion to the outside, and easy conversion on a 3rd down play.
Izzard and Durant come back in at the tackles. Nelson comes back at linebacker with Miller going out. 1st and 10, UCLA, their own 37. Martin goes back. Martin feels the pressure, throws near side. Harden over the shoulder, 40. Near sideline, 30, 20, 15. Knocked out of bounds at the 10-yard line.
Well, we've got some young linebackers in the game right now. And he's just coming out of the backfield. He's just wide open on the play. Normally you'd have our linebacker, Robinson, on that man-to-man coverage. No route or anything, just a broken assignment in the secondary by Penn State. And a big play for UCLA to get down at the 10-yard line.
53 yards, the longest reception of Harden's career. And Martin. On the delay, it's Jalen Berger. Berger inside the 10. DeJuan Lane takes him down at the 7. It's going to be 2nd down and goal. 7-0 Nittany Lions, 4:14 to go opening half. They'll bring Shaw in the game. And Bryce Pierre, the 3rd tight end, comes in with Peterson. Penn State running personnel in and out.
Trying to get their veteran linebackers back in the game. We had a couple of breakdowns, and so you end up getting Rojas in with DeLuca.
Berger to the left of Martin. 1 far side, 2 near side. 2nd and goal at the 7. Back goes Martin. Pressure. Hit as he throws. Ball's loose in the turf. Picked up at the 20, but I think they're going to call it an incomplete pass. And this time it absolutely looked like an incomplete pass.
Boy, denied Dennis Sutton is continuing to get pressure up the field. You have a running back trying to block him on the play. That is a mismatch. He runs right through that, deflects the football up in the air, gets his hands up.
3rd and goal at the 7. They rise as one here at Beaver Stadium. 2 far side, including Gilmer. 2 near side, including Shaw, who goes in motion away from us. Martin takes it. Back, pressure right in his face. He rolls to the far side, turns the corner, denied Dennis Sutton, knocks him out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Sutton is playing an outstanding game today.
Boy, initially it was Vanover and then Sutton as well. Both bookend edge rushers that time. Vanover forces him out, and good hustle again. You're right about denied Dennis Sutton, just going 100% on every play, disengages and comes at it 270 pounds, ends up forcing a field goal attempt.
And Bagani now for the field goal. Mateen Bagani, 25-yard attempt, far hash, angle to his left, out of the hole to Chase Berry. Bagani 6 of 6 inside of 40. Good snap, put down, kick is up. The kick by Pagani is good. And UCLA is on the board with 2:51 to go in the half. 7-3 Nittany Lions.
Timeout on the field.
7-3 Nittany Lions and a break. Today's game presented by Highmark, because life on the Penn State Sports Network.
At PSECU, we like to think we're pretty unforgettable.
SCPCU.
PQ.
PESU.
Okay, maybe our name's a little hard to remember. But the perks at PSECU are impossible to forget. We're a member-owned digital-first credit union that treats members way better than your average bank.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay.
So even if you can't remember our name, just don't forget that our members achieve more.
PSECU.
PSECU. PSECU! So why aren't you a member yet?
Thompson Creek Window Company is an official partner of Penn State Athletics. Thompson Creek does it all: design, build, and install. So you won't pay the middleman markup. You get high-quality windows at an affordable price, direct from their factory. Save 50% right now during Thompson Creek Window Fest. Buy one window, get one 50% off, plus special finance options. Call 855-57-CREEK today.
Home sweet Thompson Creek.
Are you gearing up for the game? Tailgate like a pro at Wise Markets with our low price program. You'll spend less on thousands of items throughout the store, all while earning Wise Rewards points on qualifying purchases every time you shop. Spending less on all those essentials means spending more time cheering on the game. Wise Markets. We are the official grocer of Penn State football.
Feeling the need to get away from it all? Then it's time to unleash your wild side and hit the off-road with the ultimate adventure partner, the Ford Bronco family of SUVs. Whether you're tackling the trails or just enjoying nature, the Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport are designed for fun. With all the high-tech, versatility, and comfort, the Ford Bronco family will let you make the most of every adventure. So gear up and get out there. Start out today at buyfordnow.com and then get to your local Ford store.
You're listening to Penn State football on the Penn State Sports Network, presented by PepsiCo.
If you're looking for a casual atmosphere with great food, stop into the Field Burger and Tap. Experience the most delicious milkshakes and top-rated burgers and fries, including signature burger creations made by Penn State's amazing coaches, and shrimp hush puppies now.
Ooh.
Baby.
Wow.
Visit the Field Burger and Tap in State College and be amazed at what you'll find. Local burgers, the Field.
We're there Tuesday next week.
Tuesday, yep.
So everybody understand that. We'll be there Tuesday. So UCLA puts together an 8-play, 68-yard drive. Mateen Pagani with a 25-yard field goal, 7-3 Nittany Lions. Penn State has 2:51 to play, Jack. They have all 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, and you also realize that UCLA will get the ball to start the third period as well, but those are just breakdown mental mistakes Penn State defensively made on that drive.
They'll start from the 25 on the touchback by Pagani.
And we talked about Harden, the leading receiver, coming in this game with 13 catches. Well, he has 4 right now for 58 yards, and he's been the problem against that Penn State defense coming out of the backfield catching the football.
Penn State's got plenty of time to operate. Nolan Rucci's still the right tackle with Anthony Donko out. And Katron Allen will be the running back. So, first and 10, their own 25, going left to right as we see it, as Martin now sets up on the left wing. 2 left, 2 right. Allard takes it on first down. Pressure from the outside. He throws far side. Off the hands of Wallace, incomplete. It may have been Evans he was going for. Evans, incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Right now, Rucci on that right tackle position for Penn State offensively is having a hard time with the up-the-field rush on Drew Aller. He doesn't get to him this time. Rucci's able to wall him off as he throws the football to the other side of the field, but getting more pressure on Aller than he's had in a long time.
Fleming far side, Clifford, Allen, Warren all to the near side with the wing right. Empty backfield for Aller on 2nd and 10, his own 25. Allen in motion away from us. Drew throws it sidearm, juggled and caught by Dinkins out to the 31-yard line. That was a heck of a catch by Khalil Dinkins. They got 6. It's 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, the guy on top of Dinkins is coming on a blitz that time, free blitzer. Dinkins does a good job of getting a low throw like that from Aller, getting upfield, get some positive yards. He's got to get to the 35-yard line to keep this drive going with 2:22 left to go in the first half.
7-3 Nittany Lions. I think they're going to take it to the 2-minute warning, which they can. Yep, they're going to go right to the 2-minute warning, and they'll talk about it. So, 2-minute warning in Beaver Stadium. 7-3 Nittany Lions as we inch to the half. They'll have a 3rd down and 4 at their own 31-yard line.
Timeout for the first half.
And a break. Back with more in a moment. Today's game presented by Highmark, because life on the Penn State Sports Network.
Gear up at the Penn State Bookstore this season and show your Penn State pride. Be part of the tradition that makes Beaver Stadium the best atmosphere in college football. Visit any location inside and surrounding Beaver Stadium on game days, or visit psu.bncollege.com and get ready for the most electrifying game of the season with the official Penn State whiteout gear. The Penn State Bookstore, the official bookstore of Penn State Athletics.
Toff Trees Golf Resort is a full-service resort minutes from University Park. Toff Trees' luxurious hotel rooms and suites were designed for your comfort and convenience. After a great night's sleep, tee off at their PGA-rated golf course. From beginner to pro, the 18-hole course offers a fun, challenging round of golf on site. If you're hungry, the Field Burger and Tap, award-winning restaurant, offers a delicious farm-to-table dining experience. Toff Trees Golf Resort is also the perfect venue for weddings and events. Visit tofftrees.com for more information. Toff Trees Golf Resort in State College.
Listening to Penn State football on the Penn State Sports Network, presented by PepsiCo.
Today's game from Beaver Stadium, brought to you by Highmark, because life.
Paul Posluszny being saluted here at Beaver Stadium as he goes into the College Football Hall of Fame December 10th. Penn State has 3 timeouts remaining, but more importantly, they've got a 3rd down and 4 at their own 31. They need to convert. 7-3 the lead.
Well, UCLA has kind of mixed up their defense. They've come with 3-man rush and dropped 8 in coverage. They've come with 4. They really haven't blitzed much at all here in the first half. See where they come after Aller here on his 3rd down and 5 situation. The offensive line, Rucci on that right side, they're getting some pressure from that side on Aller. See whether, in fact, we put a tight end there or the back to come over and help out on the play to give Aller more time to throw the football.
So they're faced with a 3rd and 4 at their own 31. They'll be on the near hash going left to right as we see it once we do resume. 7-3 Nittany Lions. We mentioned they have the 3 timeouts remaining, but they want to use the timeouts on offense and not on defense. So they'll bring Warren out there along with Clifford, Fleming, and Wallace. The running back will be Katron Allen.
This kind of situation, you got a 6'6" Warren out there at that tight end position. You move him around, shift him around, put him in motion. See whether he's the guy on this possession-type 3rd down passing situation for maybe Warren to get the football.
The guy to watch, too, for UCLA defensively is Oladeo, who was set up on the outside. Do they send him or not? Trips far side, 2 near side, empty backfield now. Allen in motion, sets up in the slot. 3rd and 4 their own 31. They'll check the sideline. Play clock down to 12. They'll move Allen into the backfield to the right of Drew Aller. Back he goes. Sets up, throws over the middle, caught 50-yard line, 1st down, Penn State. Liam Clifford again, when they needed it.
This is an outstanding touch throw that time. Clifford coming off the football downfield, wide open inside the hash mark.
And Rucci did a good job on Oladeo that time in the blitz. Drew throws far side, back shoulder catch made by Fleming inside the 35 at the 33-yard line.
And this is great timing with Fleming. Back shoulder throw that time. As soon as he came out of his break going to the sideline, the ball was right there from Allard. Fleming makes the catch and taps out of bounds.
1:46 to play in the half. Still all 3 timeouts remaining. 7-3 Nittany Lions. Fleming far side with Clifford and Wallace. Near side, it's Warren. Motion toward us by Wallace. Allard from the 33 takes it back. Pump fakes, throws. He's got Wallace. Spins to the near side, 25-20. 15 to the 10, inside the 10. First and goal, Nittany Lions in the Del Grosso sauce. Red zone at the 9.
I'll tell you, when Allard gets timing like this time with Wallace, he puts the ball right on him, the separation, a spin move, back to the sideline, beats the defender, and goes inside the 10-yard line.
Clock stops at 1:38. First and goal, they'll mark him at the 8. Near Ash attacking the south end zone to our right, going into the student section. Wallace to the near side. They quickly break the huddle. In the pistol, it's going to be Katron Allen up the middle. Inside the 5 and moves everybody to the 4. It's going to be second and goal there. Clock to 90 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, and I think right now Penn State can take their time inside the 10-yard line for the next play. I'm going to score this touchdown and not give UCLA any time on the clock to end the first half.
UCLA only has 1 timeout remaining. Remember, Deshaun Foster used 2 in the first quarter. Wallace far side. Now they'll sprint out of this huddle here. Bang. Here's the sprint. Allen to the left of Allard from the 4. Katron Allen. He's going to barely make it back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be third and goal at the 4 with 52 seconds left in the half.
Well, this time UCLA thinking run all the way with Allen. Just closes from the outside, gets some penetration. That's how you stop a running play in that red zone or goal line area right now.
James is going to use timeout here once the clock winds down.
Yeah, and they've got, 16 seconds on the clock, 30 seconds on the game clock. So they'll just run this thing down, and with 24 seconds to go in the half, James Franklin will use his first timeout. A 30-second timeout, which is shorter than some of the replay reviews.
It seems like as the first half has gone on, Drew Allard's getting into more and more of a rhythm, the timing with his wide receivers at the outside. Probably a couple of good throws to Clifford inside the hash marks on a skinny post downfield. And then a real great timing with Fleming, back shoulder throw to the outside to get the first down and step out of bounds. Seems like we got to get in kind of a rhythm like that earlier in the football game.
Right.
We got down here because Allard throwing the football to his wide receivers.
Ball just inside the 5-yard line, so it'll be third and goal at the 4. Attacking the south end zone to our right, going into the student section. Far side will be Wallace, Evans, and Warren in a bunch set. Allen to the right. Dinkins tight near side. Allard on third and goal. Takes it back. Blitz coming. Throws. He's got Warren. Touchdown, Penn State. He slipped out and into the end zone, and the Nittany Lions put together an outstanding drive that took just 2.5 minutes off the clock. It was brilliantly executed, going 75 yards in 8 plays.
Well, they've run this play so many times. A trip set back into the sideline and ends up coming off the ball. Just a little bit of a rub route on the play, and a perfect throw by Allard to Warren for the touchdown. Man-to-man coverage, trips on the outside. Warren comes clean.
Ryan Barker for the extra point. Tyler Dzansky will snap it. Waits, put down, kick is up, and Ryan Barker's extra point is good. 14-3. Nittany Lions have scored in their last 2 drives. Now let's go back to something that, with the exception of the Bowling Green game, has been such a big plus. Penn State 6 of 8 on third down in this game. 6 of 8, and this is the way it's been going. I mean, Penn State came into this game 51% on third down. On third down in less than 4, they've been 67%. On third down and 5+, they've been 41% coming into the game. Those are great numbers.
Yeah, and also this is a good scheme down on the goal line. You're not going to get an illegal pick because you have 3 people out there on the offensive side of the ball, the defenders. You got a lot of congestion over there. We did it last week with Singleton lined up on the inside of a trip set, and he catches the ball out in the flat area for a big play. We do it down here on the goal line. You normally play man-to-man on the goal line because there's not a lot of room for you to run routes downfield. So advantage for the defense when you play man coverage. But this time it's just a little bit of a rub route. They've run this so many times to perfection and did it again here with all that traffic.
And that was also another master class on time management at the end of the half. They did the same thing against Illinois last week where it paid off. And Gabe Wosu with Keegan Jones at the goal line. Kick goes left to right. It's a low liner. It's going to go into the end zone.
He is so lucky, James Franklin.
Had a really good angle at that.
That was
I'm not sure how it stayed in.
That was perilous that time. Just like it kept inching its way toward the pylon. Right?
That's like you misread a putt, but it still goes in anyway.
Yeah. I never had that happen.
You were probably expecting it down there, Brian.
I was ready. That's as close to a football as anyone wants me here today.
All right, so 20 seconds left in the half. Martin's under center. They'll run it. And up the middle, breaks free to the 35, and Harden's taken down by Zion Tracy at the 38-yard line. Well, they got one timeout left, 13 seconds to go. They got a first down.
Yeah, the first play, they're just trying to see what they could end up getting on it.
Right.
Get something positive, then you're trying to do something downfield. They got 11 yards. Harden also outstanding running back in every direction. Wow. He's a good receiver out of the backfield, runs routes out of there, and also a very hard runner.
UCLA will run up the white flag to end the first half. They get the ball to start the second half. 14-3 Nittany Lions, scoring on their last two drives. We'll hear from James Franklin with Brian in a moment. It's maybe, a Jenny Taft day where she gets to go first?
She's here.
She gets to go first? Or?
I think so.
You're so generous with your time. It just kind of goes with the flow.
Well, it's a nice sunny day. What do I have to complain about?
Well, after the list he gave us the first month.
I'm sure James will have some issues to deal with and talk about it.
Absolutely.
With Brian.
Yeah. Hey, they'll get in the locker room. They'll talk about a few things. And then they'll send the defense out. Instead of the offense, the defense.
And Coach Franklin. Coach, 2 scoring drives consecutively there at the end of the half. What did you like about the offense's rhythm that they got into?
We were just better on third down. In the first quarter, we were 0 for 2 on third down and weren't able to get enough plays to stay on the field. And then same thing with our defense, getting off the field. So the time of possession was just way off.
So you're 6 for 6 since on third down. What does it mean to have a guy like Liam Clifford step up and make some big catches on good throws by Drew?
Yeah, I'm just really proud of him. He's a really good example of a guy that's done everything right here. And the opportunities come, he's making them, so we got to build on that.
Coach, thanks. Good luck.
Thank you.
Clifford 2 catches for 50 yards, Brian, in the first half, and Penn State was 6 of 8 on third down. UCLA, conversely, was 3 of 7. At the break, 14-3 Nittany Lions. UCLA gets the ball to start the second half. Today's game presented by Highmark, because life on the Penn State Sports Network.
This is the Penn State Football Halftime Show, presented by Penn State Health. Penn State Health, the official healthcare provider of Penn State Athletics. Also brought to you in part by Pepsi. Zero never tasted so good. Try it to believe it. Quality Plus Ford. Check out Ford's full lineup of versatile SUVs and award-winning trucks at buyfordnow.com and your local Ford store today. The Pennsylvania Lottery, proud partner of Penn State Athletics.
Well, good afternoon. At the half, Penn State leading a pesky UCLA squad by a 14-3 score. I'm Roger Corey. Halftime activities underway here in Happy Valley. Today, Penn State National Award winner and 2-time first-team All-America linebacker Paul Posluszny honored during the second quarter of today's game for his upcoming induction into the National Football Foundation College Football Hall of Fame class of 2024. Posluszny will be inducted to the Hall of Fame on the 10th of December at the 66th National Football Foundation Annual Awards Dinner in Las Vegas. Posluszny's the 27th member, 21 players, 6 coaches of the Penn State football family to be elected to the College Hall of Fame. Linebacker LeVar Arrington, the first make that the most recent player inducted in 2022. Posluszny, an outside linebacker for the Nittany Lions, a first-team All-American 2005 and 2006 from Aliquippa. He was selected a first-team honoree by the Associated Press, Football Writers Association of America, Sporting News, and Walter Camp Football Foundation in 2005, and the Associated Press Walter Camp Football Foundation in 2006. Became just the second two-time winner of the Chuck Bednarik Award presented to the nation's top defensive player in 2006. In 2005, he also won the Butkus Award presented to the nation's top linebacker, was a finalist for the 2006 honor. Congratulations, Paul Posluszny, on your induction December 10th, 2024 at the 66th National Football Foundation Awards Dinner coming up in Vegas. At the half at 14-3, Penn State over UCLA. We'll be checking the instant replays, and statistics, and scores from around the Big Ten and around the country when we return. This is Penn State Nittany Lion football on the Penn State Sports Network.
Athletes push boundaries, defy odds, and strive for greatness. At Penn State Health, we share that drive. We tackle medicine's toughest challenges, leading to breakthrough treatments and even cures. Our researchers are passionate and push the limits, like the discovery of a pediatric cancer treatment that led to an FDA-approved drug, drawing patients globally to central Pennsylvania. Penn State Health, driven for you.
Del Grosso Foods is a proud sponsor of Penn State football. Each home game week during the 2024 season, one fan will win a year's supply of Del Grosso pasta sauce, and one lucky grand prize winner will win 4 hospitality passes and pregame tailgate passes to the Penn State versus Maryland game on November 30th. To enter the Del Grosso Red Zone contest, just visit delgrossofoods.com/redzone.
Feeling the need to get away from it all? Then it's time to unleash your wild side and hit the off-road with the ultimate adventure partner, the Ford Bronco family of SUVs. Whether you're tackling the trails or just enjoying nature, the Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport are designed for fun. With all the high-tech, versatility, and comfort, the Ford Bronco family will let you make the most of every adventure. So gear up and get out there. Start out today at buyfordnow.com and then get to your local Ford store.
24/7, get the gear at PennStateClothes.com.
The Family Clothesline at State College has the perfect gear for every Penn State fan. We have officially licensed Penn State clothing and merchandise from quality brands like Nike, Under Armour, Yeti, Lululemon, and more. Shop PennStateClothes.com and get free shipping on all orders of $50 or more. We are
the Family Clothesline.
You're listening to Penn State football on the Penn State Sports Network, presented by PepsiCo.
And today's game here at Beaver Stadium for Highmark, because life. 14-3, Penn State leads UCLA. Let's get right to the action, shall we? In the seemingly slow start for the Penn State offense, they were held scoreless in the first quarter. It came to life very nicely. Thank you. In the second quarter, about 6:40 left, we cap off a 16-play drive, good for 82 yards. Took 8 minutes, 36 seconds off the clock. Looks like Drew Aller's going to sneak into the end zone for the Lions.
Everyone tight. Here's the push to the goal line. They go. They push. They push. They push. The result is a touchdown. Penn State, the Nittany Lions take the lead. 6:40 to go in the opening half.
Well, we had UCLA coming back with a field goal. Mex scored 7-3 with 2 minutes and 54 seconds left in the first half. But Penn State not satisfied to go into the locker room without a more sizable lead. Thank you very much. 8
Allen on 3rd and goal. Takes it back. Blitz coming. Throws. He's got Warren. Touchdown, Penn State. He slipped out and into the end zone, and the Nittany Lions put together an outstanding drive.
14-3. Penn State leads UCLA. Back in a minute. This is Nittany Lion football on the Penn State Sports Network.
Dear team, thanks for showing up for me with the best face paint and taunting the other team in the kindest way. For standing on your seat when I need the support and screaming until your throat hurts because you know it makes a difference. For wearing my number. For being the best teammates a player could ask for. At Highmark, we're proud to be cheering alongside the best teammates. Fans like you. Because life. Highmark Blue Shield. Official partner of Penn State Athletics.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm the valet at the game, and I'm as tight on cash as this lot is on space. So I'm gonna park your way too big truck in this way too small spot. And if you don't have the right auto insurance, this might leave you crunched for cash. So get Allstate, save money, and get protected from mayhem like me. Who's next?
Savings vary based on coverage selected, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, exclusive freight partner of Penn State Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Liberty Basement Systems are the foremost experts in the waterproofing industry for basements, crawl spaces, plus all your foundation needs. Call them today at 570-998-4540. They will give you the peace of mind that your home is structurally sound and you never have to worry about water again. Their certified inspectors will give you a free inspection and estimate. Call Liberty Basement Systems at 570-998-4540, the official basement waterproofing sponsor of Penn State Athletics.
Nittany Lion football brought to you by Highmark, because life. Let's look at some Penn State statistics for you this time around. Penn State spreading things out nicely as far as passing out the ball for rushing activity. 54 yards on the half. Katron Allen with 46. Warren with 5. Bo Prabula checks in with 5 yards. Martin with a yard. Aller carried the ball 4 times. Held to a -3 yards. He did a little better in the air, 10 of 14, and spread the receiving core out very nicely. Liam Clifford, 2 receptions for 50. Wallace, 2 receptions for 32. Tyler Warren, 2 receptions for 20 yards. Fleming with a catch for 12. Dinkins, a catch for 6. Martin, a catch for 6. And Amari Evans, a catch for 3 yards. Overall team statistics, Penn State leads in the first down department 10-6. Third down efficiency, Penn State 6 of 8 in the first half. UCLA at 3 of 7. Total yards, Penn State with 183, UCLA 154 yards. Penn State's yardage 129 by the airwaves, 54 rushing. UCLA, the vast majority of their yards through the air, 116. Passing yards, 38. Rushing yards. No turnovers. There was 1 sack for Penn State. Flags, only 1 on the Lions for the half for 10 yards, 2 on UCLA for a total of 10 yards. At the half, 14-3. Penn State over UCLA. We'll check scores from around the league and around the country in just a minute. This is Nittany Lion football on the Penn State Sports Network.
At SRS, we still believe in the American dream. It's
it starts with a roof over our heads and the belief in a happy and prosperous future. As a company, we honor our commitments to our customers, employees, and veterans. And by truly giving back to our communities and sharing our success, SRS delivers more than building products. SRS delivers the American dream. Visit us at srsdistribution.com.
Feeling the need to get away from it all? Then it's time to unleash your wild side and hit the off-road with the ultimate adventure partner, the Ford Bronco family of SUVs. Whether you're tackling the trails or just enjoying nature, the Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport are designed for fun. With all the high-tech, versatility, and comfort, the Ford Bronco family will let you make the most of every adventure. So gear up and get out there. Start out today at buyfordnow.com and then get to your local Ford store.
I'm Coach James Franklin. Penn State University has become my home. The players are like family to me. My approach to coaching has always been about people and helping them be the best they can be. When I think about what I want from my financial partner, I want them to be people-focused and to champion my financial goals. PSECU checks all those boxes. PSECU members have access to competitive banking products and services, as well as member-exclusive tools designed to help them achieve more. Visit psecu.com and become a member today.
Pizza just goes better with Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Pizza. Thank you.
But don't take our word for it. In fact, don't take any words for it. Crispy and cheesy, paired with delicious and refreshing. My mouth is watering already. Ooh, too high. Yeah, we've all been there. Every bite is better with Pepsi.
You're listening to Penn State football on the Penn State Sports Network, presented by PepsiCo.
Penn State leads the Bruins of UCLA 14-3 at the half. The out-of-town scoreboard presented by SRS Distribution. SRS Distribution delivers more than building products. SRS delivers the American dream. Last night in the Big Ten, Oregon defeated Michigan State 31-10. Outside the Big Ten, number 25 UNLV got past UNLV lost to Syracuse in overtime, 44-41. Underway in the Big Ten at this hour, Purdue losing to Wisconsin 21-6 at the half. SMU leads Louisville 21-13. Normally I'd say Louisville, but I know I was corrected. It's Louisville. That's how you say it. And number 9 Missouri is at number 25 Texas A&M, 24-0 A&M at the half. That's the latest score update for SRS Distribution. They deliver more than building products. SRS delivers the American dream. Second half action coming right up. You're listening to Nittany Lion Football on the Penn State Sports Network.
Gear up at the Penn State Bookstore this season and show your Penn State pride. Be part of the tradition that makes Beaver Stadium the best atmosphere in college football. Visit any location inside and surrounding Beaver Stadium on game days, or visit psu.bncollege.com and get ready for the most electrifying game of the season with the official Penn State whiteout gear. The Penn State Bookstore, the official bookstore of Penn State Athletics.
What's up, sandwich heads? Today on Steve-O's Sandwich Reviews, we've got the tips and tricks to the best sandwich order. And it all starts with this little guy right here. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Partial to pastrami, craving a Cubano. Yeah, sounds delicious, but boom! Add the crisp, refreshing taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar and cue the fireworks. Lunch, dinner, or late night, it'll be a sandwich worth celebrating. Trust me, your boy's eaten a lot of sandwiches in his day, and the one thing I can say with absolute fact, every bite is better with Pepsi.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, exclusive freight partner of Penn State Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
It's a couple hours before the football game. The only question is, what are you bringing to the tailgate? Classic beef cheeseburgers? Steak fajitas? Or maybe that beefy 7-layer dip everyone raves about? No matter what you bring, if it's beef, you're gonna be the MVP. Together, we bring more. Rev up your crowd at beefitswhatsfordinner.com. Funded by Beef Farmers and Ranchers.
This is the Penn State Football Halftime Show, presented by Penn State Health. Penn State Health, the official healthcare provider of Penn State Athletics. The second half is moments away. Here's the voice of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Steve Jones.
Here at Beaver Stadium, we get ready for the second half. UCLA will get the ball first. 14-3 Nittany Lions, closing the first half with back-to-back drives, and along the way, after starting out 0 for 2 on third down, converting their last 6 third downs in the half.
Yeah, and I think big plays in the passing game to our wide receiver, Clifford, doing a good job on a huge third down play to get that first touchdown. That deep post in the middle of the field has been open. He's made 2 big catches there, getting the ball to the outside to Fleming on a comeback along the sideline, and finally putting the ball into the end zone. So, Penn State, I think, right now is into a rhythm whereby they know they can throw the football. They're trying to take away the running game from Penn State. We've got some of that as well, but you might want to start throwing a football on first down against this UCLA team, because that secondary is very vulnerable.
Well, it's going to be interesting. UCLA will get the ball to start the second half. And for Penn State, idealistically, you'd like to get a 3 and out, get the offense back out on the field, see if you can make a 21-3. And at that point, for a first-time starter quarterback, the dynamics change dramatically.
Oh, without a doubt. And when you have to end up having to throw the football, but so far, Martin's done a good job. 11 for 14 for 116 yards. He threw in traffic a number of different times, but found the open receiver when Penn State broke down in the secondary. He got the ball to his running back out of the backfield for a big play for a end up getting a field goal out of that because of a breakdown by the linebackers. But for the most part, Martin has showed a lot of poise for not playing much at all for UCLA at the quarterback position.
I mean, and he's throwing the ball well. This has not been a guy these are not just dump-offs. When he needed to have touch on the Harden play for 53 yards, he laid it right in there. There have been times he's had to throw it on the line. He's been able to do that.
Steve, I wanted to mention, I was talking to Jenny Taft from Fox there before interviewing James Franklin. She said Rico Flores out for UCLA today. They didn't have any heads up that he was going to be out. And then Anthony Donko looks like he's probably going to – he's out here in his pads, but I think he's done the rest of the way for Penn State.
Got it. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, Flores surprised me because I looked down on the sideline and I saw him there, but you could just tell he wasn't going to go in the game. And that is a big loss. Keegan Jones will go back to the goal line. And the kick by Gabe Wosu just inside the far hash will go left to right as we see it. Stripe out here at Beaver Stadium. Great crowd on hand this Saturday afternoon. A perfect October day for football. And Wosu will approach. And he'll drive it high, end over end. And Jones, a yard deep, will come out. Goal line 5, 10. Swings near side 15. To the edge to the 18 and knocked out of bounds there. At about maybe the 19-yard line. I think, it is the 19. That's where they'll put him out.
And a good job by the coverage team by Penn State coming downfield, because for the most part, all it's been is a 40-yard jog downfield and then go to the sideline. But this time, bringing it out from the goal line. Good job staying in their lane to the outside of containment and having the ball inside the 20-yard line for the Penn State defense.
Carter out there with Thomas, Durant, and a guy that was outstanding in the first half tonight, Dennis Sutton. They'll go with Rojas and King as the linebackers. Trips far side on first down, and there's Thomas and Rojas and Carter for a loss back to the 17-yard line. It's second down and 12.
Yeah, you can pick the defender here right now. He should have ended up pulling the ball back out of his running back and run with the football. Carter closed down as well on that play, and the quarterback would have been outside without containment, but that read option, he did not read it properly and ended up giving it to his running back.
Kimber, Harris, Wheatley, Reed, that's the secondary. They bring DeLuca in for Miller. And on the stretch play to the far side and taken out for another loss. Harris came up that time from his corner spot.
Boy, along with Wheatley from that safety spot as well. Wheatley comes up. They contain it from the outside. Good job by Harris containing it. Wheatley comes inside of that containment and makes the tackle on open field.
3rd down and 13 back at their own 16-yard line.
This Penn State defense came out of the locker room with an attitude.
Vanover comes in. He'll be at one end with Denai Dennis Sutton the other. At the nose will be Durant. They move Carter back. They fill the slots with Carter and Rojas. 2 near side, 1 far side. Martin back blitz coming. Hit and fumbles the football. Loses the 3-yard line, and Martin recovers. And Penn State's defense comes out with the attitude.
I'll tell you, Jalen Reed comes, he ends up causing the fumble. He comes clean, and in a little alley, his defensive lineman coming an all-out blitz. Penn State defensively very aggressive. Reed ends up just stripping the ball out of the quarterback right inside the 5-yard line.
Jack, Steve mentioned it, that Carter backed off, then he came up, and I know it's the 2nd or 3rd time today they've been lining him and Denai Dennis Sutton up on the same side of the field. It caused all that chaos up front.
Zion Tracy stands at the UCLA 45 awaiting the punt. Richter in his own end zone kicks it out of there. Tracy will take it at midfield. Far sideline, Tracy to the 47-yard line of UCLA, and that's where the Nittany Lions will put it in play. Great coverage downfield. Good tackle made in the open field that time for UCLA. And give credit to Joseph Vaughn who made that play. A break. We have 12:38 to go in the third. 14-3 Nittany Lions. Today's game presented by Highmark, because life on the Penn State Sports Network.
At PSECU, we like to think we're pretty unforgettable.
SCPCU. PESU.
Okay, maybe our name's a little hard to remember. But the perks at PSECU are impossible to forget. We're a member-owned digital-first credit union that treats members way better than your average bank.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay.
So even if you can't remember our name, just don't forget that our members achieve more.
PSECU.
PSECU. PSECU! So why aren't you a member yet?
Del Grosso Foods is a proud sponsor of Penn State football. Each home game week during the 2024 season, one fan will win a year's supply of Del Grosso pasta sauce. And one lucky grand prize winner will win 4 hospitality passes and pregame tailgate passes to the Penn State versus Maryland game on November 30th. To enter the Del Grosso Red Zone contest, just visit delgrossofoods.com/redzone.
Pizza just goes better with Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Pizza. Thank you.
But don't take our word for it. In fact, don't take any words for it. Crispy and cheesy, paired with delicious and refreshing. My mouth is watering already. Ooh, too high. Yeah, we've all been there. Every bite is better with Pepsi.
As the cost of electricity continues to rise, people in Pennsylvania are looking for ways to save money at home, and they're finding it in an energy source that's affordable, plentiful, and environmentally friendly. It's propane. Propane can power everything from furnaces and water heaters to ovens and fireplaces, even clothes dryers. And propane fire pits and heaters make outdoor living in Pennsylvania just as comfortable as being inside. Get the facts at papropane.com. Brought to you by the Pennsylvania Propane Foundation and your local propane provider.
Listening to Penn State football on the Penn State Sports Network, presented by PepsiCo.
The Penn State Department of Intercollegiate Athletics recognizes the Lions all-conference corporate partners: Bud Light, Lurch RV, MI Windows and Doors, PAM Health, Penn State Bookstore, the Pennsylvania Lottery, Planet Fitness, SRS Distributions, and UTS. Thanks to our all-conference corporate partners for your support of Penn State athletics.
1st and 10, Nittany Lions at the UCLA 47. Far Ash going left to right. And Allen's the running back, and Katron has it. Bounces to his left to the 45. Turns upfield 40, near the first down mark. and has the first down at the UCLA 36-yard line. They'll go tempo, Jack.
Well, good block by Sheldon, the left tackle, and a kick-out block, and hard running by Allen.
Rucci is the right tackle with Donko out. And it's going to be play action. Aller loads it up long and deep down the middle of the field. Flag goes out to be holding on UCLA. It doesn't matter if it's picked off in the end zone. This is going to be holding on UCLA, if not pass interference, because they grabbed the back of the jersey of Amari Evans that time.
Yeah,
it's going to be holding, not pass interference. That's what they thought.
Holding. Defense number 4. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
I usually have a standard that if I can see it, they obviously can see it.
Also, when Drew Aller realized he had the penalty, he lays the ball out there, out in the middle of the field that time, deep into the end zone. It ends up getting intercepted in the end zone. But the penalty was right there, so trying to run it inside those hash marks on the passing game against that UCLA defensive secondary.
It was on Brian Addison. So Penn State first down, UCLA 26, far hash going left to right as we see it. Motion by Warren toward us. Katron Allen through the hole. Allen to the 20-yard line, taken down there. 6 more, second down and 4. 11:52 to go in the third. 14-3 Nittany Lions threatening from Orr.
Good block by Dawkins that time, the center. Allen inside that tackle box area, just picking his way, lowering his shoulder. Great runs on first down against that UCLA defense.
Ioane split to the far side. Empty backfield for Aller. Motion by Allen away from us. And a shovel pass to Warren to the 15 and down to the 11-yard line. First down, Penn State, inside the Del Grosso sauce, red zone.
Boy, what a great scheme. You have Allen coming in motion across the formation. You're faking it to him, and they shovel it up to Warren from that tight end position. He's opens up wide open for him. He ends up getting a first down.
Cooper Cousins comes in the game at right guard. We'll break out of it. First and 10 at the 11 of UCLA. They pitch to the edge to Allen. He's trapped in the backfield and taken down for a loss at the 14-yard line, where it's going to be second down and 13.
We try to get the ball outside to Allen 2 different times. Also thrown for a loss as well. Like a missed block that time by Sheldon, that time inside. We were able to get penetration up the field. Allen had nowhere to go at all on the play. Ends up losing a couple yards.
They had the 7 offensive linemen in the game that time. Now they got to run Martin back on the field. They've got 12 on the play clock here. Fleming to the far side along with Martin. Well, now they're still messed up formation-wise. There we go. They're all set. Second down. It's going to be Allen, and they're waiting for him. It's going to be another loss in the play. Half yard back to the 14. It's going to be third down. So third down.
Yeah, just did not get any movement at time.
No.
Dinkins does a pretty good job of screening his man out to the outside, but penetration inside by UCLA's defensive line gets into the backfield, ends up being thrown for a loss. They really get to the 2-yard line for a first down.
Third and 14 at the 15-yard line. Trips far side, 2 near side with Wallace and Martin on that near side. They're going to move Martin back into the backfield. Back goes Aller. Rolls near side, dumps it off complete. Martin to the 10, taken down inside the 10. And at the 8-yard line, it's going to be fourth and goal, and we're going to see Ryan Barker. This will be his first career field goal attempt.
And this is actually a smart move by Aller.
Yeah.
You end up being a third and long situation, and you're shrinking the field in that red zone area, and try not to force it downfield. You don't have any windows to throw the ball on this kind of a situation. You dump it off your back out of the backfield and realize you take a field goal here.
25-yard attempt out of the hole to Riley Thompson. Tyler Dzansky will snap it, angle to his left on the near hash. Waits, good snap, put down, Kick by Barker's up, and the kick by Ryan Barker is good. And Penn State expands its lead to 17-3 with 8:36 to go in the third. A break. Today's game presented by Highmark, because life on the Penn State Sports Network.
Dear team, thanks for showing up for me with the best face paint and taunting the other team in the kindest way. For standing on your seat when I need the support and screaming until your throat hurts because you know it makes a difference. For wearing my number. For being the best teammates a player could ask for. At Highmark, we're proud to be cheering alongside the best teammates. Fans like you. Because life. Highmark Blue Shield. Official partner of Penn State Athletics.
Are you gearing up for the game? Tailgate like a pro at Wise Markets with our low price program. You'll spend less on thousands of items throughout the store, all while earning Wise Rewards points on qualifying purchases every time you shop. Spending less on all those essentials means spending more time cheering on the game. Wise Markets. We are the official grocer of Penn State football.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, exclusive freight partner of Penn State Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
It's a couple hours before the football game. The only question is, what are you bringing to the tailgate? Classic beef cheeseburgers? Steak fajitas? Or maybe that beefy 7-layer dip everyone raves about? No matter what you bring, if it's beef, you're going to be the MVP. Together, we bring more. Rev up your crowd at beefitswhatsfordinner.com. Funded by Beef Farmers and Ranchers.
You're listening to Penn State football on the Penn State Sports Network. Presented by PepsiCo.
Hey, Penn State fans, score big with PA Lottery Online. The thrill of winning is at your fingertips with a first-time deposit match up to $1,000. Visit PALottery.com or download the PA Lottery app. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Nittany Lion football on the Penn State Sports Network.
Penn State with a 17-3 lead with 8:36 to go in the third quarter. Keegan Jones will drop back to the goal line. Logan Loya is up at the 7 on the near side. And Gabe Wosu will kick it off from just inside the far hash. Kick will go left to right as we see it. The Nittany Lion defense set the tone for the entire half by how they opened up with some attitude.
Oh, they came out with pressure on the quarterback and ended up getting the football in a 3-and-out situation. I know we only ended up getting the field goal down there, but Coach K did a good job on that motion with Katron Allen coming across the formation. I think you're going to call for the fair catch here. Coming in motion across the formation, faking it to him, fake running, and then throwing it to Warren in the middle of the field. That is so difficult to defend. You know, you can't. It's almost impossible to defend if that's executed properly and end up Warren getting good yardage.
So you can do play-by-play.
Well, that was an easy one when he raised his hand on the goal line.
Wait till there's a play with 5 laterals and you have to name all the offensive linemen and third reserves.
Oh, I was there for that one.
From the 25, 1st and 10. To the near side, Sturdivant and Loya. 17-3 Nittany Lions. Back goes Martin, looks far side, throws, caught, and Balaval, the tight end. That's actually Jack Peterson, the other tight end. Gets 8 to the 33, 2nd and 2.
We're coming with a little bit of delayed blitz that time. Yeah. Our safety come up as well. And Reed coming in that little alley at the last second, but just a little bit late. The ball's already thrown for first down. 2nd down.
Second down and 2 at their own 33. Pierre comes in at tight end. And they're going to give it to Berger. Tied up, and a flag goes down, as does Berger, for no gain at the 33-yard line.
Holding. Offense number 64. 10-yard penalty. Still second down.
I tell you, guys got stalemates at the line of scrimmage. Kazai Izzard. I saw him the other day. He's 305 pounds, and he does not look that at all. But he's involved as well. And then Reed ends up cleaning up on the play. Kazai Izzard was also involved in that fourth down play that Wheatley stopped as well. So that rotation in that defensive line, getting some quality guys making plays when they're in the game.
Sam Yoon got the call. So it's going to be second down and 12 back at their own 23-yard line. Berger through the hole. Berger to the 30. First down, 35. Taken down by Jalen Reed at the 41-yard line, and a first down for UCLA. I'm wondering if Harden's hurt. Harden came out of the game when they were on that drive where they got the field goal, Jack. He hasn't been back since.
Boy, and this thing just opens up wide open. Just talk about the good plays that Kazai Izzard made. He gets walled off on this play. It's a huge hole up the middle for the running game.
Trips near side, one far side. First and 10, UCLA. Own 41. Martin takes it, wants to throw. Pressure from Carter. Throws it far side and incomplete. Great coverage by Rojas that time. He was all over Berger, and they had no shot at getting it there because of Rojas.
And this is what Rojas brings to the table. He comes up on the line of scrimmage and takes on the man. A man-to-man coverage downfield. He knows he has deep help over the top, so he can be aggressive underneath that receiver and does a great job in one-on-one coverage from that linebacker position.
So they bring the two tight ends back in the game, Malavo and Peterson.
It looks like Harden is standing on the sideline right by the coaches.
Yeah. They're going to go with Berger, though. Second and 10, their own 41. Martin back, dumps it off. Berger had to go behind it. Carter goes behind and rips him down for a loss back at the 34-yard line.
You talk about an edge rusher, Abdul Carter coming off the ball. He realizes initially he's going to be thrown out to the outside, and he is right there disengaging off the offensive lineman, getting in the backfield, making the play. That's that quickness he has from zero to get to high speed very quickly. And also Elsdon was out there on the play as well. That play had no chance.
Third and 18.
Harden is back in there, Steve.
At their own 34. So Harden's in to the left of Martin.
They look for a screen here.
Reed creeps up to the line of scrimmage. He's coming. Back goes Martin. Pox collapses, being chased, and down he goes. Vanover and Zane Durant. And the Nittany Lion defense on fire here in the second half.
Well, Zane Durant, he gets that push up the middle. Well, you also had Reed getting tackled on the play as well. Vanover back there as well. Outstanding pressure here in the second half by the Penn State defense. And Penn State offensively should get great field position to start this next drive.
5:42 to go here in the third quarter. 17-3 Nittany Lions. Brody Richter will kick it away. Zion Tracy awaits it in his own 46. Tracy on the near hash awaits. They come after him. He kicks it out of there very high. Back goes Tracy to his own 34. Tripped up as he gets to the 41-yard line. 7-yard return and a break. 5:23 to go in the third. 17-3 Nittany Lions. Today's game presented by Highmark, because life, on the Penn State Sports Network.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, to check that your seats aren't in the visitor section first, before buying tickets.
I'm so excited for this game. I can't believe you got us tickets.
Me too. Wait, are we on the wrong side?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
This is going to be a long game.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
You've been in an accident and your car is disabled. A tow truck arrives and pressures you to sign forms that don't include rates. You call the police with the tower's info and find out this isn't the truck that was dispatched to you, and ask the tower to back off. You share details of just what went down with your insurance company, and they say, good job. You just fended off a wreck chaser. It pays to know your tow.
Feeling the need to get away from it all? Then it's time to unleash your wild side and hit the off-road with the ultimate adventure partner, the Ford Bronco family of SUVs. Whether you're tackling the trails or just enjoying nature, the Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport are designed for fun. With all the high-tech, versatility, and comfort, the Ford Bronco family will let you make the most of every adventure. So gear up and get out there. Start out today at buyfordnow.com and then get to your local Ford store.
Dear team, thanks for showing up for me with the best face paint and taunting the other team in the kindest way. For standing on your seat when I need the support and screaming until your throat hurts because you know it makes a difference. For wearing my number. For being the best teammates a player could ask for. At Highmark, we're proud to be cheering alongside the best teammates. Fans like you. Because life. Highmark Blue Shield. Official partner of Penn State Athletics.
Adventure? Follow the Fox to easy RV buying at Lurch RV. Alumni founded and owned. Your dream RV is just one visit away. Nittany Lion Football is brought to you by Highmark, because life.
Jack, early Penn State was using 4 to try and get there. What have they done since?
Well, number one, they've come with different blitz packages from the outside. They come with Reed a couple of times. They came with Wheatley as well. You came with Rojas coming off the edge. Anything to get one-on-one coverage, then Zane Durant does a great job of getting pressure right up the middle.
We'll start from their own 42-yard line. 1st and 10, far hash going left to right. It's going to be Katron Allen through the hole to the 45. Flag goes down as Allen goes down at the UCLA 48. A flag resting at the 41-yard line. Allen's pointing toward UCLA.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 94. The 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. Number 71's helmet was off due to foul. Therefore, he does not need to leave the game for one play.
Yeah. No question about that.
Sharif say, by the way.
Ioane's helmet just comes off on the play. Good run again by Katron Allen going off that left side.
He'll move the ball to the UCLA 33-yard line. 1st and 10. 5:12 to go in the third. 17-3 Nittany Lions. It's going to be Evans and Warren far side. Wallace near side. Motion by Dinkins away from us. In the pistol, it's Katron Allen. From the 33. And it's Katron Allen. His burst to the 30-yard line. Gets 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7.
I know they've been rotating here with Martin in the lineup with Singleton out here today. But Katron Allen getting the bulk of the work here right now. He's got 18 carries. That's normally a day's work when they alternate along with Singleton. But I hope he's in that good running back shape right now, because he may be well into the 20s before this game's over.
72 yards on 18 carries for Katron Allen. 2nd down, 7 at the UCLA 30. Far hash going left to right. Bunch set far side. Warren alone to the near side. Now about to be joined by Liam Clifford. Back goes Aller. Looks, fires, caught 25-yard line. Turning upfield is Wallace. And inside the 20-yard line to about the 17, 16-yard line, and a 1st down in the Del Grosso Sauce red zone. That was his 3rd progression.
Yeah, but the offensive line gave him great protection. We make a clean pocket, but also you think those guys don't watch each other. At the end of this play, it's Wallace, a wide receiver, lowering his shoulder, trying to get extra yards downfield. He sees Allen and Singleton and Martin do those kind of things, and he gets about 3 or 4 extra yards.
16 of UCLA attacking the south end zone to our right on the far hash. In the pistol, Katron Allen. And he's got it straight up. No, Aller throws. And caught at the 5. It's Fleming. Stretches out to the goal line. Julian Fleming's down at the half-yard line. A great effort by Julian Fleming. He almost got in.
And a great fake by Aller that time. You had defenders, no containment on the play. Fleming does a good job of turning in and coming back a little bit to the football. and then try to spin out of that tackle inside the 5 to try to get in the end zone. He gets about the length of the football short, or Fleming would have had his first touchdown here for Penn State.
So it's 1st and goal at the 1. It's going to be Katron Allen. Touchdown, Penn State. And the Nittany Lions have opened the second half with outstanding defense, outstanding offense, and now they have a 3-score lead.
But it may have been a costly touchdown run. Yep, Venga's up. He's okay.
He's jogging toward you.
Yeah, really slow getting up on the play. A little bit hobbled as he came off.
Boy, just a good fake when Aller gets outside. There's no containment when he fakes inside like that. The big play was Fleming down to the inside the 1-yard line when Fleming does a good job coming back to the football and getting separation.
Ryan Barker's extra point is up, and the kick is good. 24-3, Nittany Lions with 2:57 to go in the third. 5 plays, 58 yards. Today's game presented by Highmark, because life on the Penn State Sports Network.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm the valet at the game, and I'm as tight on cash as this lot is on space. So I'm gonna park your way too big truck in this way too small spot. And if you don't have the right auto insurance, this might leave you crunched for cash. So get Allstate, save money, and get protected from mayhem like me. Who's next?
Savings vary based on coverage selected. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
What's up, sandwich heads? Today on Steve-O's Sandwich Reviews, we've got the tips and tricks to the best sandwich order. And it all starts with this little guy right here. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Partial to pastrami, craving a Cubano. Yeah, sounds delicious, but boom! Add the crisp, refreshing taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar and cue the fireworks. Lunch, dinner, or late night, it'll be a sandwich worth celebrating. Trust me, your boy's eaten a lot of sandwiches in his day, and the one thing I can say with absolute fact, every bite is better with Pepsi.
Is your basement or crawl space getting damp or even water in there? Is there a musty smell or even cracks in your foundation? If so, call the experts at Liberty Basement Systems, 570-998-4540. They will come to your home, give you a free inspection and free estimate from their certified inspectors. Their crew will come and fix the problem right away so that you will have the peace of mind that your home is done right. Don't hesitate. Call the experts at Liberty Basement Systems, 570-998-4540, the official basement waterproofing sponsor of Penn State Athletics.
From the tailgate at Beaver Stadium or your favorite spot on the couch, you can score big this football season when you draft the Propane Pros at AmeriGas, official propane partner of Penn State Athletics. Find a custom Penn State grill tank at one of our Cylinder Exchange locations and get a propane quote for your home or business at amerigas.com/go/local. AmeriGas Propane is proud to fuel Penn State Athletics and all its student athletes.
Listening to Penn State football on the Penn State Sports Network, presented by PepsiCo.
Well, friend, after the game, stay tuned for the Pennsylvania Propane Postgame Show, brought to you by the Pennsylvania Propane Foundation and your local propane service providers. For more information, go to papropane.com. Propane, energy for everyone. Today's game is being brought to you by Highmark, because life.
Steve Jones, Jack Ham, Brian Tripp, Roger Corey, Bob Taylor, and Ron Moeller. Always remember, less is more, Ron.
Sideline producer, Ron Moeller.
Oh, no. Oh, well, you know what that means. Fewer trips down to the sideline. We'll leave it to your judgment, Brian. 24-3 Nittany Lions, and now, after what was a tense quarter and a half, it's become a festive Beaver Stadium.
Yeah, and also Drew Aller kind of mixing it up, throwing to a lot of different receivers. You know, Wallace and Warren had 3 catches, but Clifford with 2 catches for 50 yards, and they were key catches and why Penn State has built this 24-3 lead.
And the kickoff will sail into the end zone. Touchback, UCLA will start at the 25. It's interesting. What does Julian Fleming mean, not just to the team? What does he mean to the fan base? Jack, right? I mean, you listen to the crowd, and they're going, when he had a chance to score, you could tell it was a little more of a rise because they wanted him to score.
Oh, without a doubt. They're happy to have him here. He's from Pennsylvania, had a good career with Ohio State, wanted to finish it off here with Penn State, and like I said, he's been one of the leaders in that wide receiver room.
Out of Catawissa and Southern Columbia. Under center, play action, Martin, quick toss, and drop by the tight end. Matavao incomplete.
And when Julian Fleming came over to the sideline, he slapped his hands on the bench, grabbed the tablet, and he wanted to see how close he was to getting into the end zone. And I think he thought like he was in the end zone.
I think that, when the fans looked at the replay, they thought it was in, but it is a 24-3 lead for Penn State. They scored regardless.
Southern Columbia, I think, has won 7 straight state championships now.
Yeah, amazing. 2 left, 2 right. Martin back, looks near side, throws near side. It's caught by Peterson, the tight end. He's out of bounds, though, at the 28, gets 3. 3rd down and 7.
Well, the Penn State defense really has come out here in the second half. It's taking control of the line of scrimmage. This time we're in a zone blitz that time. You're dropping off one of your defensive linemen, Smith Bilbert, into coverage that time. Very athletic edge rushers. We know enough about Abdul Carter being able to do it in Vanover and deny Dennis Sutton, but that time Smith Bilbert dropping in coverage.
Sturdivant and Gilmer far side. Berger's the running back to the left. Penn State crowds the line of scrimmage. Here they come. Martin dumps it off, and Kimber's there, and it's complete, but he takes him to the turf for no gain at the 28-yard line. And Martin must feel like he is dealing with an avalanche.
I'll tell you, Abdul Carter almost gets here for the sack, but the combination of Kimber with outstanding coverage downfield, nowhere to go with the football, but you have to get rid of it on a play. That's just good pass defense by the Penn State defensive line and secondary.
Brody Richter will kick it away again. And Zion Tracy awaits the punt at his own 29 on the far hash. 96 seconds to go in the third. 24-3 Penn State. Richter gets the snap. Low snap, but they were setting a return. Twisting punt. Tracy. Can he make the first man miss? The answer is no, and he's dropped at the 22-yard line. Actually, 22-yard line. Penalty marker is down.
Yeah, there's a couple. One back here at the line of scrimmage, and one came in kind of around midfield.
So, that is the definition of a mess. The one at the 48-yard line is probably a post-kick penalty. Let's see what the one is at the 33.
There are 2 fouls on the play. During the kick, holding, return team number 31. That penalty has been declined. Holding, return team number 85. That penalty be 10 yards from the end of the kick. First down, Penn State.
Reynolds is sitting there saying, well, why didn't you accept the Dingens penalty?
And get me off the hook.
Come on, man. Yeah. All right, so they'll move them back 10. And they have 1:22 to go in the third. So when it's all said and done and completely sorted out, Penn State will start at the 12-yard line. It is still Shelton and Rucci as the tackles. The guards are Ioane and Wormley. The center is Dawkins. Pop out of there. Dinkins the tight end. Near side, it's Evans and Warren. Far side, it is Wallace. Running back is Katron Allen. From the 12-yard line, far hash going left to right, it is Katron Allen. Allen to the 15-yard line, taken down there, gets 3, second down and 7. 20 carries for 76 yards.
It just always looks like when there's nothing there inside, Katron Allen is able to get a couple of yards, no matter if the blocking is there or not. We're under a minute here at the end of the third quarter. See if Penn State can push this one in the end zone and really get some distance between themselves and UCLA.
Fleming far side, near side, it's Wallace and Clifford. Warren's a wing left, that's the far side. 46 seconds left in the third. 24-3 Penn State. Katron Allen shifts to the left to Drew Allard. Drew goes back, pump fakes, looks, dumps it out to Allen at the 15-yard line where he's belted at the 16. And Penn State will be faced with a third down and 6. K-Tron will go out. Quentin Martin will come in.
I think they'll run this down all the way into third quarter.
Yeah. And they come out like they mean business. 14 seconds to go. And now they go out to the line of scrimmage. 10 seconds to go. Now Drew backs up. 2 left, 2 right. Down to 5 seconds. He's trying to draw them off, and they're going to end the third quarter with a 24-3 lead. Today's game presented by Highmark, because life on the Penn State Sports Network.
Resilience. Sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, exclusive freight partner of Penn State Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
For over 45 years, Urish Popek & Company accountants and consultants have advised private and public companies to achieve their business goals. Just as Penn State football has a winning tradition, Urish Popek has a history of bringing success to their clients, helping them achieve their goals by providing long-term planning and strategy in a complex business environment. Urish Popek is proud to be a partner of Penn State Athletics. Let's go State!
As the cost of electricity continues to rise, people in Pennsylvania are looking for ways to save money at home, and they're finding it in an energy source that's affordable, plentiful, and environmentally friendly. It's propane. Propane can power everything from furnaces and water heaters to ovens and fireplaces, even clothes dryers. And propane fire pits and heaters make outdoor living in Pennsylvania just as comfortable as being inside. Get the facts at papropane.com. Brought to you by the Pennsylvania Propane Foundation and your local propane provider.
Gear up at the Penn State Bookstore this season and show your Penn State pride. Be part of the tradition that makes Beaver Stadium the best atmosphere in college football. Visit any location inside and surrounding Beaver Stadium on game days, or visit psu.bncollege.com and get ready for the most electrifying game of the season with the official Penn State whiteout gear. The Penn State Bookstore, the official bookstore of Penn State Athletics.
Listening to Penn State football on the Penn State Sports Network, presented by PepsiCo.
The Penn State Department of Intercollegiate Athletics would like to recognize the Nittany Lions all-conference corporate partners: Bud Light, Lurch RV, MI Windows and Doors, PAM Health, the Penn State Bookstore, the Pennsylvania Lottery, Planet Fitness, SRS Distribution, and us. Thanks to all of our all-conference corporate partners for your support of Penn State Athletics.
Cameron Cabrera has a birthday coming up this week. His dad, JD, does an awesome job here running the elevator at Beaver Stadium. So, Cam, happy birthday from us to you. And Penn State with a 24-3 lead as we head to the fourth quarter. Penn State will be faced with a 3rd down and 6 at their own 16-yard line. More of a festive mood in the stands right now. And Brian, I would assume on the sideline, they've got a pretty good handle on what they're doing right now.
Yeah, it is a group that is just in firm control of the game. I'll say even early when you have the back and forth, this is a pretty even keel football team. They don't really get a lot of mood swings down here. I think the leadership coming into the year, knowing what they lost, you wonder where it's going to come from. But this is a team that has really good leadership, and they are bought in and committed. They have a lot of confidence in what they're doing and sticking to it and doing it the right way.
So they'll face 3rd and 6 at their own 16-yard line after really what was an outstanding third quarter for Penn State, outscoring them 10-0. In fact, Penn State has now outscored its opponents 45-0 in the third quarter of this season.
I don't want this to come across as a complaint, but it's kind of hot down here. It's a gorgeous day. It's like 70 degrees. The sun feels good.
We spend most of the time trying to make the sideline guy happy.
Yeah.
All right, 3rd down and 6 at their own 16-yard line. On the near hash, going right to left as we see it. 2 far side, 1 near side. UCLA with a 3-man front, but 2 creeping up. Aller waits, takes it, they rush 3. Back, off back foot, deflected, and incomplete. And I think fans are complaining that Fleming got hit from behind, but the ball was deflected, so they can hit him.
Yeah, the underneath coverage was there and ended up getting a piece of the football. And also Fleming was well covered along the sideline as well. And Penn State's going to have to punt this football away.
Logan Loya will stand at his own 47-yard line. From the 1-yard line, Riley Thompson will take the snap from Tyler Dzansky. The punt will go right to left as we see it on the near hash. He rolls right, kicks it out of there. He gets decked on the play. And Loya makes the fair catch at his own 46-yard line. See, that's one thing that's become interesting with rugby, with Australian-style kickers.
No foul on the play for roughing the kicker. The punter was outside the tackle box when the contact occurred.
Right, and that's what I was just about to talk about. With Australian-style kickers, right, okay, you're going to get outside the box. When you do, you're susceptible to being hit.
Yeah, and also when you're coming with pressure, this is really not a punt block on for the defense from UCLA, but you're coming on those lanes on the outside where those Australian-type kicks are going to come from.
Elliot Washington's in the game at corner. DeJuan Lane is in at safety. Martin back, pressure, dumps the screen up. 40-yard line, tripped up in the open field by A.J. Harris. 1 yard to the 47 of UCLA, 2nd and 9.
Yeah, you know, they love running screens. The defense really knew that, but they were fooled on this play. They had something going, and A.J. Harris, with about 3 blockers out in front, ends up from the outside, comes back underneath the offensive tackle, and makes the tackle in open field, or that would have been a big game.
Tyler Elsdon, by the way, in the game at linebacker for Penn State. They go with 5 defensive backs with Zion Tracy as the slot corner. 2nd and 9, their own 47. Martin goes back, pressure, throws. He gets rid of it. It's complete to the 45 of Penn State, and a first down inside the 45 at the Penn State 42-yard line.
Well, he just comes downfield and turns out about 3 yards. No one on him on the play. Rojas is the first guy to come over. Easy pitch and catch for good yardage and a first down.
So they'll mark him at the Penn State 41, 1st and 10. Sturdivant to the far side, one to the near side. And in the shotgun. Martin waits. The draw to Keegan Jones. Burst through Jones. 30, 25. Harris wrestles him down at the 20-yard line inside the 20. In fact, they may put the knee down at the 19-yard line.
Boy, right up the middle against that Penn State defense. You have our outside linebacker on the play. Nelson gets blocked on the play. Cannot come over the top of the blocker and make a play on the running back straight up the middle. Harris ends up coming from his corner position to save a touchdown.
Durant and Thomas come in the game at tackle, joining Denai Dennis Sutton and Amin Vanover up front. Harden is now the running back. Underneath center is Martin. Motion toward us. Jets, it turns upfield on the jet sweep to the 20 and down to about the 15-yard line. Gets 4 in the play. 2nd down at 6.
Pretty good job by the outside and containment, turning this back inside to all the help that time.
Yeah.
Washington ends up being the corner on that play and making sure that thing turns back inside, along with Vanover as well. Got a couple of gashing runs on against that Penn State defense on this drive.
Penn State playing with 5 defensive backs. 2 far side, 1 near side. Martin. And up the middle they go again, and Berger pounds it down to about the 11. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2.
We're down inside of that red zone area, so Reed comes off the bench on the sideline during this drive. He's back in the game right now in that secondary. Talk about the most valuable player on that defense, Abdul Carter, Kobe King, and a guy like Reed to get everybody lined up properly.
Vanover leaves the field but tells the crowd to scream as Vilbert replaces him. 3rd down, about 2.5 at the Penn State 12. Martin back, quick toss far side, and it is incomplete. He lobbed it that time for Keegan Jones, and that allowed Penn State to make up a lot of ground.
Yeah, A.J. Harris again on the outside. If that ball is completed, it might be for a loss on the play. One of the only poor throws here today, and Harris was up on the outside, saw it from the outside, was going to contain it, and probably make the tackle for a loss.
So 4th down for UCLA. They will go for it. 4th down, we'll actually call it 3 at the 12-yard line of Penn State. UCLA changed up, so Penn State will take its time, and Deshaun Foster's going to use a timeout with 11:21 to play. A break. 24-3 Nittany Lions. Brought to you by Highmark, because life on the Penn State Sports Network.
From the tailgate at Beaver Stadium or your favorite spot on the couch, you can score big this football season when you draft the Propane Pros at AmeriGas, official propane partner of Penn State Athletics. Find a custom Penn State grill tank at one of our cylinder exchange locations and get a propane quote for your home or business at amerigas.com/go/local. AmeriGas Propane is proud to fuel Penn State Athletics and all its student athletes.
I'm Coach James Franklin. Penn State University has become my home. The players are like family to me. My approach to coaching has always been about people and helping them be the best they can be. When I think about what I want from a financial partner, I want them to be people-focused and to champion my financial goals. PSECU checks all those boxes. PSECU members have access to competitive banking products and services, as well as member-exclusive tools designed to help them achieve more. Visit psecu.com and become a member today.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check that your seats aren't in the visitor section first, before buying tickets.
I'm so excited for this game. I can't believe you got us tickets.
Me too. Wait, are we on the wrong side?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
This is going to be a long game.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
It's a couple hours before the football game. The only question is, what are you bringing to the tailgate? Classic beef cheeseburgers? Steak fajitas? Or maybe that beefy 7-layer dip everyone raves about? No matter what you bring, if it's beef, you're going to be the MVP. Together, we bring more. Rev up your crowd at beefitswhatsfordinner.com. Funded by Beef Farmers and Ranchers.
Stay tuned after the game for Inside the Numbers, brought to you by the Pennsylvania Lottery. Get in the game with PA Lottery online. The thrill of winning is now at your fingertips. Visit PALottery.com today. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
UCLA 1 of 2 on 4th down, Raj. 11:21 to play. 4th down and 3 at the Penn State 12. Student section roaring to our right. Motion away from us. Bunch set near side. Jones the running back. Penn State shows blitz. Back goes Martin. He's got some time. He throws incomplete. Threw it behind him. Penn State had it well covered by Dakari Nelson.
No question about the coverage downfield. He had time to throw the football, but the coverage is right there, and the ball was thrown behind him. One of the few poor throws today for Martin. He ends up getting it for an incomplete pass. Realized probably cannot run the football against that Penn State defense for the first down on 4th down. Try to throw the football. Aaron throw to the outside.
In fact, his last 2 throws, Jack, have been his poorest of the day. I mean, I think, that dump off and then that one.
Yeah, and this one, he did have time to find the receiver downfield.
Allen to the left of Aller. Now they'll jump Dinkins to the near side. Aller will take it. Give it to Katron Allen. Runs into his own man, then bounces ahead. To about the 14-yard line. Gets a couple, 2nd down and 8.
Watching the effort of Quentin Martin as a blocker on some of these plays when he's been in. He is really committed in all aspects of the football game for a freshman.
But you know what, Brian? I mean, Jack will attest to this. Yep. You're a running back. You got to be committed in all phases. You can't get on the field unless you are.
Exactly. You better be good in pass protection. You better be good downfield blocking and all of those things, not just carrying the football.
10:42 to play in the game. Martin now sets up to the far side. 2 left, 2 right. Aller takes it. Play action fake. Set. Throws through the hands of Martin at the 20. Incomplete. 3rd down and 8.
Well, that's what they worked on in preseason camp, was your running back running routes like a wide receiver. It's about a 10-yard in route by Martin that time. He is well covered on the play. You need to go somewhere else because the corner had Martin in his hip pocket, and fortunately went for an incomplete pass.
Penn State had scored on 4 consecutive drives until they gave it up the last time. Now they want to convert a 3rd down and 8 here. 2 left, 2 right with Wallace and Allen near side. That they'll go trips far side in a bunch set. Yes. Finally set up in it. Aller, play action. Pressure from the edge. Steps up long and deep down the middle of the field. Clifford again at the 40. Clifford at the 35. Clifford to the 30. And a 1st down for Penn State. Liam Clifford, an outstanding catch again, and a flag is down.
I think this might be like roughing the passer, I think.
Yeah.
Illegal substitution. 12 men on the field on defense. That penalty has been declined. The result of the play is a 1st down.
That's never good when you have 12 guys on the field and they hit a 60-yard play.
And this was just a touch pass by Aller, throwing the football downfield, letting his wide receiver Clifford seeing it all the way, put it out in front of him. This is the one you don't want to drill. You want to put some touch on it. He does that to Clifford for a big play inside the 30-yard line.
First career 100-yard receiving game for Liam Clifford. 3 catches, 107 yards. 2 near side, 1 far side. Motion by Ioane away from us. Back goes Aller. Waits. Delivers for Warren. Incomplete. He got hooked on the play, and there is going to be no flag. James Franklin not enamored with the no call.
Boy, good play action fake, and Aller has time and waiting for Warren to on that out route right at the 20-yard line. There's no question about it. Good protection initially out in front. Official right there did not throw the flag. Good protection by the offensive line. Also good job by Allen from that running back position as well, picking up a linebacker.
9:55 to play. Set up now with Allen and Martin in the backfield together. 2 near side, 1 far side. Motion toward us. Back goes Aller. Shovel pass goes to Martin, who spins his way to the 25 and pushes the pile to the 24. He gets 5 tough yards on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 5.
Well, it's a well-designed play. You're faking it out to Allen on the outside, and just shovel pass right up to Martin in the middle.
Yeah.
Give UCLA credit here. They did a very good job defensively holding that to a short gain, and Martin still almost broke out of that tackle to get the 1st down.
Perbula comes in the game for Penn State. Take Fleming out. He also took Wallace out. Aller will be in the slot on the near side. Perbula is the quarterback. Warren is the fullback. 3rd down, 5, 24 of UCLA. Perbula. Option play to the edge, turns it upfield himself, and is ripped down at the 23-yard line. And it's going to be 4th down. And I think, see what James wants to do here. He's going to kick. Let's find out what Ryan Barker can do in this spot.
Well, end up UCLA getting so much penetration. Try to run that thing back to the short side of the field. Fake it to Allen. And then you had a pitch man in Clifford to give the football to. But you're running out of real estate in the short side of the field. So James will go for the 40-yard field goal.
Yep, 40-yard attempt, far hash, angle to the left for Ryan Barker. Tyler Dzanski will snap it. Riley Thompson will put it down. Kicking toward the north end zone. Put down, kick is on its way by Barker. The kick by Ryan Barker is good, and Penn State expands its lead to 27-3 with 8:17 to go in the 3rd. Today's game presented by Highmark, because life on the Penn State Sports Network.
Timeout on the field.
From the tailgate at Beaver Stadium or your favorite spot on the couch, you can score big this football season when you draft the Propane Pros at AmeriGas, official propane partner of Penn State Athletics. Find a custom Penn State grill tank at one of our Cylinder Exchange locations and get a propane quote for your home or business at amerigas.com/go/local. AmeriGas Propane is proud to fuel Penn State Athletics and all its student athletes.
7. Get the gear at PennStateClothes.com.
The Family Clothesline at State College has the perfect gear for every Penn State fan. We have officially licensed Penn State clothing and merchandise from quality brands like Nike, Under Armour, Yeti, Lululemon, and more. Shop PennStateClothes.com and get free shipping on all orders of $50 or more. We are
the Family Clothesline.
Liberty Basement Systems are the foremost experts in the waterproofing industry for basements, crawl spaces, plus all your foundation needs. Call them today at 570-998-4540. They will give you the peace of mind that your home is structurally sound and you never have to worry about water again. Their certified inspectors will give you a free inspection and estimate. Call Liberty Basement Systems at 570-998-4540, the official basement waterproofing sponsor of Penn State Athletics.
Del Grosso Foods is a proud sponsor of Penn State football. Each home game week during the 2024 season, one fan will win a year's supply of Del Grosso pasta sauce, and one lucky grand prize winner will win 4 hospitality passes and pregame tailgate passes to the Penn State versus Maryland game on November 30th. To enter the Del Grosso Red Zone contest, just visit delgrossofoods.com/redzone.
Listening to Penn State football on the Penn State Sports Network, presented by PepsiCo.
Today's game sponsored by Highmark, because life.
Thank you, Raj.
You're welcome, Steve.
Such a friendly booth.
Yeah, don't turn your back on any of us.
Oh, believe me. I have a surgeon waiting for me to take the knives out of my back. 27-3 Nittany Lions with 8:17 to go here in the fourth quarter. And you know what? That turned out to be a great scenario for Penn State, because now James Franklin has seen Ryan Barker make a couple of field goals, including one from 41 yards out.
Exactly. I think it couldn't have worked out any better. I mean, it's one thing in practice. Practice is nothing like the game, especially for the kickers out there. And I think it kind of unfolded about it as well as it could have for James Franklin to go for that field goal.
Now let's get to Liam Clifford. 3 catches, 3 targets, 3 catches, 107 yards. He's been the pivotal guy on 3 scoring drives.
You know, I mean, he's made some big plays last week as well, and he's a guy that just you want to get the football to, and people don't think he's as quick as he is. Those post patterns he ran out here, one on a third down play, gained him 20 yards. You got in between the safeties and got deep behind the linebackers.
And the kick is high end over end, returnable for Keegan Jones at the 4. 5, 10, 15, 20. Tripped up on the play as he got out to the 29-yard line.
It's crazy that we're talking about kickers today. And first game this year, I've seen Sam Ficken down here on the sideline.
By the way, Davian Collins made the stop. Sam Ficken. He understands what it's like to go through a struggle kicking and then come out and be outstanding in his career and turn it into an NFL career. 27-yard line where Davian Collins tripped him up.
You also have Robinson back out there in that linebacking position, getting more and more playing time.
Jones to the right of Martin, 2 left, 1 right. It's going to be Jones. Breaks 1 tackle, gets over the 30, where Tyler Elsdon takes him down with Tamir Robinson at the 32. He gets 5, second down and 5. Clock winds to 8 minutes to play, 27-3 Nittany Lions. Kari Nelson will come in. They'll take Cam Miller out. I think they thought they were going to throw that time, so they went with the nickel package. So now they're back to 3 linebackers. It's also invaluable for Dakari Nelson. Under center is Martin. Jones the lone setback. Wide receiver each way. Jones has it. Up the middle. Jones to the 35. Taken down about the 35.5. It's going to be third down about 1.5 yards.
Well, it seems like right now on this drive, UCLA is content with running out the clock as well, because 7:22 left to go. 2 running plays in the first 2 plays. They got a third and short situation here right now, but taking their time, rehuddling in the backfield and trying to just squeeze out a first down with about a yard and a half to go on third down.
Bring Quasi Gilmore into the game at wide receiver. He joins Loya on the far side, Sturdivant near side. They have two backs in the backfield with Martin on third and a yard and a half. And it's going to be Martin keeping it near side 35-40 and a first down for UCLA. Timur Robinson with Vabu Toure made the stop for Penn State at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, you have denied Dennis Sutton crashing down from that defensive end position. He pulls the ball back out from his running back and goes down the line of scrimmage. There's no containment out there. He's quick enough to get the first down. All he needed was a yard on the play, and he was able to get that and a few yards more.
Tonight was holding his hand as he went to the sideline, replaced by Smith Vilbert. Elliott Washington's in a corner. Loya in motion toward us with 6:18 to play. Martin back, pump fakes, fires, caught by Loya, 50-yard line. Logan Loya inside the 45 to the Penn State 42 and a first down for UCLA.
Where Penn State is playing a zone defense that time, just dropping off in coverage. It's a four-man rush, and just find the open area in that zone defense. Robinson a little bit too wide on the play and kind of slips on the turf here at Beaver Stadium. Could not come up and make that play.
Vanover, Vilbert, Alonzo Ford, Akeem Beeman. That's the front for Penn State. Elston's in at linebacker. And they're going to give it. Sweeping near side. Cutting upfield is Jones. Lowers the shoulder inside the 40 to the 38. It'll be second down and about 6.
This turf is going to be happy to see the team head on the road, have a bye, and head on the road again. Because last week, 3 straight home games last week with all that rain that fell, just did a number on it.
It's a little longer, too. We mentioned last week we thought it was longer. The same thing.
Yeah. Well, right now, UCLA, you're kind of defensive for Penn State doesn't really know what they want to do here because they're taking their time. Right at 5 minutes left to go in this football game, and a lot of time running off this clock.
Trips far side. Martin takes it on 2nd and 5. Dumps it off, complete to Berger, 35 near sideline and out of bounds. At the 30-yard line, Vabu Toure, the freshman, made the stop, but a first down for UCLA at the Penn State 30.
Four-man rush, dropping off in zone. That's what you want to do, is just dump the football off.
Martin's done a lot of things very well today.
Yeah.
He's 19 to 26, 148 yards. He's hit 73% of his passes. And Shaw and Sturdivant far side. And they'll bring motion toward us with Gilmer. Back goes Martin. Pressure from the outside. Hit as he throws downfield. Deflected. And Lane almost picked it off. It'll be second down and 10.
We're getting pressure. It's just a four-man rush this time. We're getting pressure from the outside. The ball, again, great coverage downfield. There's nowhere to go with the football. The ball is high. That ball's not deflected. You're right. Lane is coming from the middle of the field and almost comes up with the interception. Had that not been deflected up in the air. Cam Miller does a good job of one-on-one coverage downfield.
Man, they were really riding Vanover that time. Secretariat's been ridden less. Second down and 10. And Martin. Back he goes. Pressure. Dumps it off on the screen to Jones. And hit and dropped by a Davian Collins at the 25-yard line. It's going to be third down and 6 for UCLA with 4 minutes remaining in the game. 27-3 Nittany Lions.
So you got corners on the outside on these screen passes coming up and making play. I talked about Harris earlier making one where he was the only guy out there. Again, they love running these screens, and Collins was able to go from the outside, get underneath an offensive lineman, end up holding that to a short gain, causing a third down play.
So third down and 6 for UCLA at the Penn State 25. Gilmer, Loya, and Sturdivant to the far side. 2 to the near side, including Berger, who now goes back to the backfield. He's to the right. Back goes Martin, rolls right, being chased. He'll keep it and go. And he'll be short of them. Well, I don't know. I think they may give it to him at the 18-yard line. Yeah, 18-yard line. I thought they were going to mark him at the 20-21, but nope, you got the 18 and the first down for UCLA.
Yeah, we got a four-man rush, and then we bring a delayed blitz with the linebacker. We bring Robinson and coming off, and no one really got to the quarterback, and there was no containment on the outside. He's nimble enough to get outside of containment, ends up getting the first down inside the 20-yard line.
I'm surprised they didn't run him more today, just a little bit more. But and timeout.
The field on the previous play was first down UCLA. That ruling is under further review.
Okay. So we'll see.
Yeah, the linesman looking right down the line at the play. Mm-hmm. Really can't.
Yeah. Well, they'll look at it, and we'll take a break. Hi, Mark, because life here on the Penn State Sports Network.
You know how you explode with excitement when the Nittany Lions score? The feeling is incredible. I'm Monica from Confers Jewelers. Gentlemen, it's like that for her when she sees your gift from Confers Jewelers. Her breath almost stops. The clock winds down as she unwraps it. It's the final play of the game. She opens it, sees her new diamond, and jumps in your arms. You did it! Confers Jewelers in Bellefonte. The feeling is incredible.
Here's St. Louis, Missouri.
Pizza just goes better with Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Pizza.
Thank you. But don't take our word for it. In fact, don't take any words for it. Crispy and cheesy, paired with delicious and refreshing. My mouth is watering already. Ooh, too high. Yeah, we've all been there. Every bite is better with Pepsi.
It's a couple hours before the football game. The only question is, what are you bringing to the tailgate? Classic beef cheeseburgers? Steak fajitas? Or maybe that beefy 7-layer dip everyone raves about? No matter what you bring, if it's beef, you're gonna be the MVP. Together, we bring more. Rev up your crowd at beefitswhatsfordinner.com. Funded by Beef Farmers and Ranchers.
You're listening to Penn State Football on the Penn State Sports Network. Presented by PepsiCo.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Nittany Lion Football on the Penn State Sports Network.
Call was confirmed. It's a first down for UCLA at the 18 of Penn State. Martin will go in the gun. They bring Abdul Carter back in the game with 2:57 to play. And it's going to be Berger, the running back, through the hole, and he's bottled up right away. Gets very little, 3 yards to the 15-yard line. It's really about UCLA. They have shown no urgency on this drive at all.
No, and that really on defense, you're not even sure what they were going to try to do. They ran the first 2 plays. They were running plays. Yeah, Ford does a pretty good job here. There's another young guy in that defensive line rotation that they feel very high about, and he ends up making a play after about a 3.5, 4-yard gain.
Lloyd to the far side. Gilmer near side. The running back is Berger to the left of Martin on 2nd down and 7. On the draw play, it's going to be Berger up the middle. Stood straight up in the hole and stopped at the 12-yard line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. Tyler Elsdon was there to stand him up in the hole and take care of business. 2-minute warning at Beaver Stadium. 27-3, the Nittany Lions lead it. Today's game presented by Highmark, because life on the Penn State Sports Network.
Feeling the need to get away from it all? Then it's time to unleash your wild side and hit the off-road with the ultimate adventure partner, the Ford Bronco family of SUVs. Whether you're tackling the trails or just enjoying nature, the Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport are designed for fun. With all the high-tech, versatility, and comfort, the Ford Bronco family will let you make the most of every adventure. So gear up and get out there. Start out today at buyfordnow.com and then get to your local Ford store.
You've been in an accident and your car is disabled. A tow truck arrives and pressures you to sign forms that don't include rates. You call the police with the tower's info and find out this isn't the truck that was dispatched to you, and ask the tower to back off. You share details of just what went down with your insurance company, and they say, good job. You just fended off a wreck chaser. It pays to know your tow.
You're listening to Penn State Football on the Penn State Sports Network. Presented by PepsiCo.
Today's game sponsored by Highmark, because life.
2-minute warning. 27-3 Nittany Lions. Brian, as your sideline producer, joined you.
He is right to my right.
How much better do you feel now?
I didn't know you were going to come back down to me now that I confirmed his presence.
Just thought I'd take a gamble.
Well, one good thing right now, we've got some young people, especially the linebacker position. Elsden's in there. I'm not saying he's a young guy out there, but Nelson was in there along with Robinson. This is a situation where UCLA is trying to score, do something good here at the end of the football game, and put this ball in the end zone. And Penn State defensively, see, we can't stop them from going in. I'm sure they're not going to kick a field goal. They'll go for it on whatever down, on fourth down or whatever. But it's a good learning experience here right now, and I think that the line will find out about some young kids and how well they can play in key situations. We had some breakdowns mentally in the first half. See if we can't close it out defensively here with 2 minutes left to go in the game.
So it'll be 3rd down and 4 at the 12-yard line of Penn State.
And we got some different personnel in there with Denai Dennis Sutton, and you're right, Abdul Carter in there as well. Still have the young linebackers.
And still have Babu Toure at safety. It's an interesting mix out there.
Yeah. That's quite a combination that Tom Allen has thrown out here over the final 2 minutes.
Yeah. Sturdivant and Loya to the far side. 2 in the backfield with Martin, with Berger to his right. So 3rd down, 4, Penn State 12. They show blitz. Martin, they bring blitz. They'll give it, and Martin will keep it himself to the edge and out of bounds at about the 10.5. Maybe got to the 10-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 2.
Boy, this is a good job by Lane.
Yes.
I'll tell you, he has some outstanding closing speed. No, it wasn't Lane.
And Carter's chasing him. Is that Babu Toure?
Toure. It ends up Toure with good closing speed from that safe position and sets up a 4th down situation here for the Penn State defense.
So they'll take Nelson out and bring Cam Miller in as the nickel corner. 4th down and 2 at the 10.
And the fans are getting into it too. They do not want to have UCLA score here.
Bunch set far side. One near side. Martin wants to throw for it. Throws. Caught 5-yard line. 1st down UCLA. They do so with 1:48 left in the game.
Yeah, we came with pressure that time. We came with Robinson as well. We were just kind of late getting into the quarterback. He had time to turn and deliver the football down. So he had a couple people open, to tell you the truth. And it ends up on that curl route wide open at the 5-yard line to set up this 1st and goal.
Anthony Atkins, the transfer out of Army, comes in at fullback. He's right in front of Berger. They go straight I formation here, and a timeout will be called by Penn State.
Yeah, James Franklin came running down the sideline.
They're first of the half. It will be 30 seconds in length.
This is completely a guess by me, but you go to a 12-team playoff and there's a committee involved. Maybe people don't watch the games. You're just trying to protect what your score is. Is that? I mean, I can't imagine a coach is considering that right now, but you never know, right?
Well, you have a point out there right now, but it's also the fact that I think James Franklin feels right now that he's got some young people in there that this is a great experience for them. Now have the 1st and goal at the 5-yard line to try to stop them from scoring. The fans who are here also realize it as well, and so they're getting involved. It's just good game experience here right now with the UCLA. But you got a good point there, Brian, in the fact of this 12-team playoff and how subjective it'll be at the end.
It's uncharted territory because nobody knows what they're valuing. I formation with Atkins in front of Berger. Martin under center. Play act. No, he's going to give it a Berger, and he's going to be smothered at the 4-yard line.
UCLA got away with a false start there.
Well, they've kind of moved a lot today, especially the right tackle on pass plays. But doesn't matter. You just play on 1:14 to play, 27-3. UCLA does have 2 timeouts left.
Yeah, pretty good job there that time. Smith-Bilbert stalemate at the line of scrimmage there, and ain't gained about a yard on the play.
Trips near side. Martin on 2nd and goal at the 4 takes it. They're going to run it again with Berger, and Berger will get down to maybe a yard and a half out, maybe the 1 yard line. It's going to be third down and goal at the 1 with 44 seconds left.
Yeah, UCLA, no urgency, too. Like this is probably the last play of the game.
Very seldom that the team behind is going to run this clock out for us with 30 seconds left to go.
Well, it's going to be third and goal at the 1 with 24 seconds left.
Yeah, you got to remember this is a pretty mobile quarterback here too as well.
Yep. Backs up with Berger to his right, and James Franklin calls another timeout and does so with 20 seconds left.
He's coaching all the way to the end, literally on this drive.
Well, fortunately, the sideline guy's a producer now, so we're all set.
Well, you want me to offer it? He just said they're just trying to keep it close. So.
Oh, jeez.
But, yeah, James Franklin's been running down the sideline, talking to the officials. Felt like that left guard moved on the previous play. He's still pretty animated with one of the refs right here with 20 seconds left. And I love that. I mean, that's what you want to see from your coach. That's what you want to see from your players.
Hey, you're not trying. A coach never sits there and just plays it out. You got to coach it all the way through, and he does that. All right, third and goal at the 1.
They might be doing that on the other side, though, the way this drive's kind of transpired.
So if you're on defense, especially edge people, got to realize that Martin is a guy who can. He's very athletic. He can run with the football.
Sturdivant far side to the near side. Wing right. Motion away from us by Gilmer. Martin throws near corner. He's open. He's got a touchdown, UCLA. They finally cash it in with their first touchdown of the day, and it took them 59 minutes and 44 seconds to get there.
Well, we had Collins underneath it, and we had Lane up over the top. Lane was not even a factor on this. Collins has the guy who's out in the flat, a little shallow, about 8 yards into the field of play, and he was trying to come off of his man and make the play. Lane clearly too deep in the end zone. You can't defend it when you're about 6 or 7 yards deep in the end zone. Lane was a non-factor on the play, and UCLA is going to go for 2.
They will go for 2, put it on the far hash. There you go.
No urgency to go down the field, but with 16 seconds left, going for 2.
Yeah. It's really interesting. I mean, look, but it's a learning experience for Martin, too. All right, 2 left, 2 right for the 2-point conversion with Jones, the running back. Motion toward us. He shovels it ahead to Jones. He gets the 2-point conversion, and it's 27-11. So, he'll be the bizarre thing. They'll try an onside kick. Really? Really? Interesting.
But and UCLA probably did what Penn State wanted to do, is run out this clock, and it's 16 seconds left to go in the game. And you're right, it's going to look different throughout the country on this final score, but you really delve into it and what the people we had defensively out there on the field, and UCLA's approach when you're not sure what you want to do, and literally ran out the entire clock on this drive. weren't trying to win the football game. They just wanted to put a successful drive together, which they were able to do, 2-point conversion, but obviously the game was not as close as the final score will indicate.
It was 16 plays, 73 yards, and they knocked 7:56 off the clock. Like, okay, all right. Okay. 27-11. Penn State, by the way, will go to the Rose Bowl to play UCLA next year. And Pagani will kick it off, and Penn State set up as if it could be an onside kick. He approaches. He does dribble it, and Penn State, Tyler Holsworth is there to fall on it at the 48-yard line.
That's a good job by Holsworth. And that ball was coming low on the ground, line drive type kick, and he went down and just like a shortstop ended up getting and controlling the football, and will take a knee and walk out of here.
So they will, as James Franklin says, the best formation in the world, victory formation. Drew takes it, puts the right knee down, ball game over. The Nittany Lions have opened the season with a 5-0 record. They beat UCLA 27-11. And now it's off to Los Angeles next Saturday for the big one with USC. Maybe took a little while to get in gear. Once they did, they got in gear. They scored 4 straight possessions.
Yeah, and kind of different than last week. It was all the running game